How you doing?
What you want to say?
I was thinking about it. I was gonna say that. No, I'm gonna say like I think it's just an expectation factor. Like just based off of what society live for. I think it just based in expectation.
What do you mean expectation?
On how we supposed to navigate through the patriarchy and what you know what I'm saying. If we
I
talk
don't
about
like
it
when
real,
I don't like when men use the word patriarchy because you ain't saying shit. Say what you really mean.
that's what I
Ain't no
mean. Like,
nigga. You ain't navigating no patriarchy. Tell me what you really fucking mean.
well, you have to explain what you think I mean now.
You want me to explain what I think you mean? I'm gonna tell you what
Hmm.
it is. Prototype, you're a deadbeat dad, and you blame the woman in your life for being a deadbeat fucking dad. It's simple as that.
You wouldn't know
So
that
don't be
though.
talking about navigating the patriarchy, nigga. Just say what you want to say.
Okay, okay. But you wouldn't know that, or to be honest, to be for real with you. So that wouldn't hold no
But I
validity to
wouldn't
the conversation
know. I
if
wouldn't know.
you wouldn't know.
All right, nigga.
But yeah, the reason I say the patriarchy because this basically where it stems from when we say that men are in charge and what their say is final. So if the say is final is basically not saying that I believe in it, but I'm just saying just for observation purpose. I feel that when it comes to
Oh, nigga, you just talking. Shut the fuck up. What's up, Monet?
How you doing?
Hey.
Um, I don't know if I can say this on TikTok, but I don't know. Like, I agree with all the prompts that you bring on this platform. Because honestly, when I was 15 years old, I started my dominance early. Like, I was just beating the hell out of every male in my family. So I just really, I didn't care when they showed any type of weakness. Like, I just didn't even care for it. So it's like when they try to blame a woman for everything that they do, it's a natural thing. It comes naturally for them, and I feel like some women allow it.
Hold
What
up,
the
Monet.
advice
You not you doing the thing. You literally doing the thing right now.
doing
Hold
what?
up, hold up. A man is blaming a woman because he smacked the shit out of a woman. He like it's her fault. Like she know how I am. She say certain things to get to me, and you sitting there talking about the women allow it.
They do. That's what I grew up around. That's why I said when I was younger,
Mm-mm.
when I was younger, I was putting my hands on men because it's like I grew up around where it was allowed, where certain shit was, and then I was the one in my family where it's like, it's not gonna
So let
happen
me
with
just say
me.
that. Hold up, because you actually proving the point about women are blamed for everything men do. Because I didn't put a gender on that. I want you to understand that. One of the best things you can do as a woman is to learn how to forgive your mother. Not forgive like all the things she did, but accept that your mother's a fucking person. She's a person and she's gonna make fucking mistakes. And
Girl,
that
she's a
like hold
pygmy,
on,
but
life be life and shape the world so you can get over that shit yourself. But no, I don't care what anecdotal story you give him, Monet. The reality is, um, women are not allowing niggas to do shit. That's what the threat of violence is. The threat of violence makes women afraid to speak up about things to the point where you have think about it. Motherfuckers tell women who are single mothers, your son gonna grow up and whoop your ass because the daddy ain't there, and they'll blame the woman for coddling a nigga, as if
but
society
that's what
didn't
I'm
teach her how to
saying.
do
But
it
that's what I
first.
grew. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I grew up around. Women that coddled their sons, women
Mm-hmm.
that just did not hold their sons accountable. So when
Mm-hmm.
I grew up, I was the one slapping the shit out of niggas and my cousins and my uncles and my brothers. I was the one that said, I'm not coddling you. I don't care about what you talking about and your sob story and stuff or how you feeling. That's what I'm saying. That's what
Oh,
I
hold on.
say.
This what I'm trying to tell you. You can't fall for the trap of wanting to be the better woman either. You have to understand a lot of behavior you see from women. One, we've done at some point in our lives, even if it didn't look the same, it's the same pattern of behavior. But two, it's a survival thing. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. A lot of the behaviors that women are doing is literally survival. The reason why we can have certain conversations and be open online is because there's no threat of violence like in person. So it's going to be different. Like, we can't excuse that, just like the women just allowing this. It's because you're not fully seeing how much violence women are controlled by in our society.
What do
You're
you
not
mean?
seeing.
I actually live with this type of stuff. And when you say survival, that's basically what I did at the age of 15 years old. I prepared myself for survival. So when I was 15 years old, slapping the shit
Monet,
out of
hold on. Do you think you're the only one who done that?
No, it's plenty of women that did. Plenty. I know that for a fact. Where you had to slap the shit out your uncle, where you had to fight your brother. There's plenty of women that I said that, but I'm saying there are environments where women did think that that shit was cool, to where men felt like they had to blame them for their behavior.
No, no. Let me explain something. Even when we say the older women excuse the men touching the children, the men are still the ones who touch the fucking children. So no. Yeah, like she might have not held him accountable or allowed some shit like not necessarily allowed, but like um chose to look the other way. Yeah, that's a problem. Don't get me wrong. But the way that way we go hard on women for the shit that men do, because if he never put his hands on the kids, if he never touched them inappropriately, we wouldn't even be mad at her for anything. And that's the crazy part. She got to get the smoke for some shit she didn't even do. The problem is she's surrounded by predators. That's the
Yeah,
crazy
you
part.
really
That's
can't
that's
fight
what.
that.
Hold up, prototype. I meant to drop you. I don't want you up here. Um, literally, she's being blamed because she's surrounded by a predator. Not condoning the behavior, not saying it's okay, but really think about that. The worst thing she did was to be surrounded by a predator. But the nigga who actually did it, we don't be having an equal amount of smoke for him. And you can't point the finger at this woman and say, well, why would you allow that? And then you turn around and you blaming her. You blaming her for not blaming him. And look who you not blaming. That's
And
what I'm
that's what
saying.
I'm
You gotta pick
and
up the
that's what I'm
contradiction.
and
Thank
that's
you,
what I'm saying.
Princess.
And that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. I don't feel like it's a contradiction. Like, I feel like, okay, maybe my wording might be wrong, but I'm saying that we're in environments where, it's easy to blame the woman, but for me, I feel like, no, that's what we grew up. That was our upbringing. But for me, I was like, no, like, I held men accountable. I did that shit. I slapped the fuck out of him and held them accountable. I've never pointed the finger at women growing up. I seen shit, I observed shit. I've never pointed the finger at women. I was the one that was like, no,
Oh,
nigga,
hold on.
like,
That's
you
hold
on
up.
that weird ass shit.
Hold up. What? I don't know why you got that violation. Somebody must have reported you. I here's the thing about some of these conversations. Mona, you should have saw on your screen that you got a violation. I don't know what that was about, but um when we have these conversations, right, it starts getting uncomfortable. Like we want to say, I've never been male centered. I've never been a pick me. I've never contributed in this. I always did this, and I'm gonna be honest. None of us have. None of us can claim to be that person. We understand that we're pointing out patterns of behavior, and when you recognize it, we're trying to shift the behavior when it comes to groups of people. That's the part, right? And you have to be comfortable with that, because whenever you're saying, well, those people did that, but I did this, and you're trying to single yourself out, that's also a problem. That's also a problem, because you're saying that women do this and I do that. No, you're a woman. The same behavior you've seen in other women, you've seen in yourself, and now that you have some level of awareness, you're trying to do something about it. It come down to that. Like, stop trying to be the better bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta get comfortable with it. You just do. You gotta accept that you're gonna be wrong about some shit. You're gonna be uncomfortable and not want to admit to some shit. Some stuff gonna get called out. Otherwise, you just lying to yourself if you can't get comfortable with that. What's up, Summer?
Hey, Tara. Yeah,
Hey.
it's really sad. It's just the default to blame women. And even when women think they're advocating for women by saying you should stand, you know, and to the point that I see women online blaming women for patriarchy. That we had a matriarchy and we willingly gave it up to the men for da da da. I'm like, everything? Everything is us, huh?
Yeah, the thing is, we're doing the same thing too, and that's why I say I want to make it clear. I did not say men are doing it. I'm saying women are blamed for everything they men do. Period, across the board. How many times we say your mama should have did this? Oh, your fault for doing this. You did this wrong. Women get blamed for everything because we don't want to hold men accountable. Hold on, go ahead, Summer. I'm stepping away for a quick second.
Yeah, we really, really, really don't. And it's just even to the point that who was that recently talking about? I was looking, I can't remember, it'll come to me. Talking about their horrible abusive situation they had been in, and she was blaming herself. I should have noticed, and it took me so long to leave, and the only reason I left was because blah, 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 blah. And it's like, if you look at all the reasons that you stayed, all the training that you had, everything that society told you, your religion told you, the books and movies and everything that you consumed told you, the times that you probably asked for help and people said marriage is hard, you got to stick it out, sometimes da da da, you got to have sabr sister, you got to have patience sister, whatever. Whenever you got out, good on you against this huge system. Standing there beating yourself up about it, or beating yourself about the reactive abuse that you know made it out because this person was abusive is wild. And it's
Not
weird because go ahead.
No, I'm gonna agree with that because here's the thing. It's not about taking all the blame. That's the wrong way to do it. But learning how to understand what you have contributed, not as like you fucked up, but like a way you could have navigated differently, a way you could have held a boundary, that can be very empowering. But yeah, it's just like what could you have done in this situation to like protect yourself? But yeah, we should be internalizing all the blame. I agree with that.
I think too, it's important to tell the truth of the story, but there's so much shame. So a lot of times you don't want to say because people see you, you're powerful, you're educated, you're whatever. How were you in that situation? And when you do, you empower somebody else, and maybe because they see you, powerful woman who left after all of this stuff, and they're in level. You were left after level 10, they're at level 2. Maybe they'll say, you know what? Look at her. Let me try to, So to me, that mitigates the shame. I don't have a lot of shame anyway, but like I might help somebody with my story. So I don't have to be shamed. I was so stupid. It took me so long because I don't want you to be stupid. I want the next woman to do it quicker.
Yeah, and that's how we end up. That's what I was talking about, the internalized part, right? We have to learn how to accept that the image we have of what our mother's supposed to be is not realistic, and we need to accept that she's a person. Get to know your mother as an adult. If you feel like that's not the case, reevaluate the situation. The reason I'm saying that, I think that's very important for women to deal with internalized misogyny, point blank period, right? And when it comes to like the way we look at what women doing in society and the blame, understand that that is conditioning. That didn't just happen. It's a man behind all of that shit.
It's like Scooby Doo. But somebody else come up. You can put a little up. All right, I'll come down here.
No, that's fine. If you want to drop down, that's fine. I gotta step away. Y'all can deal with some awkward silence for a second. Hey, old Red.
Yeah, I think the mom part is really important too. Like we were talking about before too. It's even if your dad wasn't there at all and he come back and you grown, most of us, men and women, will just forgive him. We'll just accept him. And then your mama be hurt, and you can understand why. You know what I'm saying? Because she did it herself and whatever. But we're so quick to accept men, and then we be mad at her. And like she's a human being. If you did all of that yourself, and you did all of that, and then the person come, you would feel away, and it's okay that she feels away, and it's okay to acknowledge he ain't shit. You know, like it doesn't make you less that he ain't shit. That's the interesting part. But a lot of people feel, hey y'all. Oh, she had to step away, Monet. I don't have access. Somebody else who has oh, you got a thing. I don't know. It says on the time. I think it tells you if you look at your stuff how long you gotta. Or do you have a backup?
I guess I'm back up now. So I guess I can't talk about violence and whatnot, so I don't get a violation. But like I was saying is that, you know, my wording might have been wrong, but you know, I grew up in an environment to where it was easy for women to get blamed. But you know, when I became a certain age of awareness and understanding, that's why I was like, nah, like you weird. Like I'm gonna hold men accountable. Like you're weird. And like that's what I mostly did at the age of 15 years old. And yes, sometimes I did have to resort to violence. You know what I'm saying? So but that's what I was trying to say earlier.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
let's dig into the part where you said the women allowed it. The women thought it was cool, and it's some women allowed
So
these
I
things.
grew up, you know, I grew up in an environment where men were not held accountable. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I grew up. And so when I became of age of like awareness and things like that, you know, I was labeled as problematic, rebel, troublemaker because I held men accountable. I'm telling you. Like stop doing that. Don't talk back. You need to respect him. You
Thank you,
know what I'm
Monet.
saying?
Yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm trying to get you to understand the contradiction that you're making, though.
It's not a
No,
contradiction.
no, hold
I
on.
grew up with it
Hold
though.
on, hold on. Listen, Monet, everybody grew up with men not held accountable. That's not unique. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, we all, like, that's the whole thing about the pattern of behavior. To recognize that your situation is not an individual, unique situation. It's literally something we all seen in different ways. That's important, first and foremost. The second part is when you're saying that the women basically allowed and you didn't, you are contradicting yourself because in that moment, you're not even blaming men, you're blaming women. That's the contradiction. If you're gonna blame men, you would blame them all the way around. There would never be but the women didn't do this X, Y, Z.
But it's like I'm just bringing awareness to it that, you know, it was allowed. I'm bringing awareness to that.
Now, what do you mean by it was allowed?
Like okay, why are women blamed for everything men do? You said that it's not you said it's not a unique thing, right? So we all grew up with that. We all grew up with that. So that's the first thing about bringing awareness to that is that we all grew up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Was
So it's
allowed
like
by who?
Hold on, let her
Who's allowing
finish.
it?
like we
Go
all
ahead.
grew up we all grew up with that. So it's like men were conditioned to be enabled, to be entitled to certain things. So it's like for a girl like me growing up, for me to hold a man accountable is not the norm. It's not the norm.
Why do you
You're
think that?
gonna be
Hold on. Why do you think that? First of all, that right there is what I'm talking about. You're saying that you're different because that's not the norm.
I
Like
didn't say
women
I
have
was
been
different.
Monet. Listen to what I'm saying, because you're not getting it. Women have been pushing back against men forever. A lot of times we have these conversations, we be like, well, the women of the previous generation, they just put up with witch or whatever because their situation. A lot of them did not. Those women unalived them niggas. Those women took everything they could get from him and ran off. Those women did things to get back and threw hot grits on that motherfucker. And we be like as if they was docile. So my point is like, yeah, some things on the outside surface are not being addressed. Yeah. But that's in all of us. There's some shit we let go by because we miss it. So the awareness is not, oh, I was doing something and the other women wasn't. Awareness, like I was doing this thing, and I'm wondering if women understand when this certain situation come up, this is how you can navigate it. There's a difference in the way it's running. Hey, Amara,
It's
hold
not even
up.
touching the table.
And I wouldn't say resort to violence because
Honey,
You
you
know,
gotta stop talking about the violence because you already
okay,
got flagged
sorry.
for that. Just
Okay,
make the
but I wouldn't
point.
say resort to that. I would not say resort to that. You know, some people have to resort to it to
Hold on.
survive. You know what I'm saying?
Monet, you're not listen to what I'm saying. You already got a violation for talking about violence. You keep going back to violence.
Okay, sorry.
If
So I'm
you
not gonna talk
mention
about
it
it no
again, I'm
more.
gonna have to just drop you because now
Okay, okay,
you going like your when you get flagged, it impacts my account. The thing you gotta
okay, okay.
understand though is what I'm trying to get you to understand is women, we have to stop trying to separate ourselves. That's pick me behavior. Whether it's for male validation, whatever, to say that you're different from other women, you was doing this, you was fighting, and everybody else was sitting around, whatever, and not, that's not true. That's not true. That's what I'm trying to say. All or none thinking is a cognitive distortion. Thank you, Amara. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm telling you what I'm saying, but I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm different from y'all. I'm just, explaining just how I survive. You know.
No, what I'm saying is, thank you, Amari. Thank you, over. Thank you, Patricia Lago. My point is that when I say women are blamed, it's not just the men who are blaming women. Women do it too. And when we stand up and we don't follow like the tropes and the stereotypes, we be like, oh, we just different. But women do this. No, it's we've internalized this stereotype that they've normalized. Women been fighting men forever, forever, in different ways. It's not a unique thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
I
Thank you
understand
for
what you're
listening.
saying.
Um, what's up, Illy? Thank you for listening. We just gonna open it up. That nigga don't know what the fuck going on.
I think there's a tendency to be like, to separate, ourselves a lot, because you don't want to be weak. You don't want to be a victim. We don't want to be stuck in that. We don't want to be like, I would do the things I see these people doing. But if we really look at some of the things we let slide and really examine it, like, that's why that level of pick-meism thing is really important. Like, whenever somebody else, she'll pick me, I'm like, and you too, and me too, on some level, in some way, still something we working on. But a lot of women are like, oh, no, I don't have any of that. I don't have any internalized misogyny. I don't have any of that. I see it clear. And you're like, how could you not? And how could you think that you got it off? Not saying you necessarily, Monet, you got everything figured out. I'm saying in general. How can we think we got everything figured out? Because I have been guilty of that myself. Like, these women, I would never. And then something happens, you get to never end like never before. It is a constant work and is a constant thing of checking ourselves because this system is so ingrained.
That's true. Like, but that's part of the playbook, right? We all will want to be individuals. We want to be individuals, but the like the thing is, it's interesting when we look at like stuff like anthropology and we can like cultural shifts in behavior over time based on where people are, and like when you really see how like your perspective of the world was framed by your environment, like a lot of the stuff that you think and how unique you think you are really isn't. It really isn't. Like if you existed in a different part of the world 100 years ago, your mindset would be different. You would be a different person. And I think it's uncomfortable for people to recognize that they've been programmed that way. It's very uncomfortable. But only after you have fully admitted that you haven't had real, true free will and that you've been like conditioned to think a certain way, then you can actually think differently. But if you can't come to terms with that, then like you trapped. You trapped because you're trying to be so unique, but like the media shaped you, your community shaped you, your family shaped you, your experiences have shaped you. That's just the reality of what it is. But we all, we're a collective group with very predictable behaviors, and at the same time, we want to feel like, oh, we so unique. And yeah, nobody wants to fall into the masses like that. But the reality is, that's what it is. Thank you, Sucker Free. Like that's just what it is. So that's why we fall for that, right? That's why we fall for it. We see, especially men can't come out of that centering. For them, it's like, it's real strong. Like, oh, all the men do it, but I can't be that man, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just astounding to see the same patterns of behavior. Anybody who watch the lives we do over here regularly, you'll see that it's like a formula at this point. It literally is. You speak, you lie, get called out, crash out. Same pattern. And these motherfuckers still think they're unique. And you're not. You're not. You have to recognize that you are part of the collective. Propaganda and conditioning has shaped your perspective of the world and your behavior. And only after you accept that and really process it can you then do something differently. That's just how it works. Another thing I want to talk about, like, when it comes to like DV or interpartner violence, right? I'm sure a lot of people have heard it. Oh, it takes a woman 7 times to leave a relationship, right? Abusive relationship, right? And so often people will shame women who are in certain relationships. Like, I can't believe she would stay. We'll put up with that. And like, we do the boogeyman thing, like the extreme behaviors, like, oh, because like he had to be horrible. And at the same time, we'll be in a relationship with somebody's gaslighting you, being emotionally manipulative. Like, it's a blind spot. It is the same script. Good for you, Libby. I'm glad you're doing it, though. It is something, and the more you do it, you get used to it.
The relationship one especially, that is one that we really, really, really struggle with, because when someone's in an abusive relationship, like, people act like it's really wild, as if we don't know, anything about it. Or even if you don't know anything about it, if you don't know the cycle of abuse, you don't know it take like 7-8 times to leave usually. Even if you don't, just from seeing it so much, like, just in the world, we ought to be able to put together. It's difficult. Like, why are we,
Well, not just that. Like, you gotta think, like, even if it's cheating, why would a person stay? But you think about, like, your life is intertwined with this person. We look at how, like, you buying houses and property, and like the idea of you have to do that on your own, changing your routine, raising the children on your own. Now you got, like, you might have to move away and start somewhere new. Like, there's a lot of things that factor into that make a person stay, right? Especially if your partner has isolated you, feel like you don't have anybody to talk to. You've been lying and saving face because society told you not to talk about your relationship, and embarrassment, and not want to have to deal with that. There's a lot of things that make you feel like you got to stay in a situation, right? And what I'm saying is, the only, like, if you're in a relationship, if you have ever been in a relationship, you can't talk shit about somebody else in a relationship, because you done put up with some bullshit. That's the thing. You either putting up with some bullshit or you have put up with some bullshit. So shut the fuck up. Like, that's just the reality of it. Don't talk about, oh, why would she stay? And your nigga somewhere else doing some shady shit, and you like, oh, but my man different. No, he not. He's the same motherfucker. They all the same motherfucker. It's a condition. And that's what I'm going back to what I was saying about you understanding that you are part of the masses. That man is part of the masses too. And him using manipulation to make you think that he's different is part of the fucking game. That's the game for him to come in and make you think he was different. Because you don't just say, I got, one of the men. You're supposed to have a man that's different from other men. That's what he's supposed to convince you. And once you buy into that, that's when he got you. That's when he got you.
I saw a post on Threads yesterday saying, what made you fall in love with the last person that broke your heart? You should have seen the comments. It was everything they say you should vet for. Consistency, honesty, this, that, da, 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 until it wasn't, until he robbed me, until he lied, until he cheated, I was like, I want people to see this, because they swear, y'all not vetted, and the right kind. Of course people are pretending that they're something else until they get in there.
Yeah, I remember, it was a woman who, hold up, guilty. It was a woman who, like, came to, the psych, this community of lives for a long time. And she disappeared and came back. And I was like, what you been up to? She was like, oh, I'm healed now. I'm about to get in a relationship. I'm getting in a relationship because I'm healed now. And I'm like, what? Like, no. If you think these conversations about you healing enough to get in a relationship, I'm sorry, but you're not getting the message. That's not what the point is. The point is you understanding that the relationship is what made you need to heal. And you need to feel fulfilled as a person when you're not seeking out these relationships. Unfortunately, but that be the case. What's up, guilty?
It goes all the way back to Eve. She fucked up, so we're gonna be blaming y'all for the rest of our lives.
Hold on, real
just so you
quick. So shout out to Eve. I'm gonna tell you what I like about Eve, even in your fictional book, right? This nigga said this the tree of knowledge, the fucking tree of knowledge. And don't eat that. Don't go get this knowledge. Listen what the fuck I tell you to say. Eve said, fuck that noise. I'm gonna go get my
don't
own
blame
fucking,
Eve
hold
because
up,
God gave man the
hold up. I don't give a
commandment.
fucked it up.
fuck, bitch. Hold
What
up.
an idiot.
Hold up. No, you missing the point. Shout out to Eve. What the
You ain't
fuck?
got one.
Hold up. Bye, bitch. Listen what I'm saying.
Eve ain't to
She
blame.
went and got information for the fucking tree of knowledge. You think if I'm sitting next to the tree of knowledge, I'm gonna sit there like a fucking docile dog and be like, no, bitches, you dumb? Shout out to Eve, bitch. What the fuck is you talking about? You obedient dog? The fuck? No. Bear the fucking fruit. Where the fruit at? Pass that shit around. The fuck? Dummy.
It
Louis,
wasn't what she
say?
did. It wasn't what
What?
she did. It wasn't what
Hold up. Louis, that nigga dumb and he gone. You want to make a new point? Or you want to...
What I'm saying is it wasn't what Eve did is why everything went left. It's what Adam did.
Yeah, I know, but hold up. The whole book bullshit. I don't want to do fairy tales.
Oh, it's not, ma'am.
We're gonna talk about...
When you leave this earth, you're going to realize the Bible is real, ma'am.
What is Aesop Fables? Let's talk about the Aesop Fables of
It ain't
fucking
no
Nazi
fable,
the
ma'am.
spider. Hold on, let's talk about Anunnaki the fucking spider or something. I want to hear that bullshit.
That's where you do yourself wrong because the Bible's real, ma'am.
All right.
don't
Go
love
find
yourself.
Jesus then, nigga. The fuck you in here for? Get the fuck going. I don't want to hear that shit. No, I'm not an atheist. I'm an anti-theist because that shit make y'all fucking docile and dumb, bitch. I don't want to hear that stupid shit. Come up here talking about it was Eve because she ate fruit from the fucking tree of knowledge. Bitch, I would devour that fucking tree, bitch. The fuck is you talking about? The hell is you talking about? The shit y'all be trying to shame us for is crazy. This nigga went back to the Bible to blame a woman. Weak ass niggas. Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck out of my face. He thought he was going to come up here and say what? You got to shame us for some shit a nigga wrote in a fucking Bible, bitch? Hey, my Lisa. How you been?
Why do they think? I don't know. It'd be so funny to me. Why do they think that they can shame? So, like, I guess because it works for them, you know? But it's always surprising to me the way they try to shame, like, all the time about anything. To be like, I don't even respect you, like you, just believe you even are in touch with your humanity. And you think you can shame me? That's weird.
Since y'all here, can y'all tap the screen? Feel free to share the live out. And send heart means.
I never said it was Eve's fault. I said it was Adam's fault.
Louis, this is what I'm saying.
It was Adam's fault.
Louis, I don't want to talk about religion. I don't. You can respond to the prompt, but I don't want to talk about religion. I don't want arguing NPCs.
I don't think women are blamed for everything men do.
How so? Go ahead.
The reason why women what did it say? Why are women blamed for everything men do? I don't think women are blamed for everything men do. I think women just put up with a lot of things that men
so let's
put
do it
out
like
there.
this. Let's do
and
it.
It just shows their self-worth.
No,
and they just
you, Louis. I got
know
you,
how to pick the right man.
I know because you're going back into it. You proved the point. But listen, give us one. Hold up, Louis. Listen.
You're wrong, and you think you know everything, and it's sad.
Hold up. No, you want to just keep talking, Louis. I'm giving you one simple task. Name one behavior, Louis. You're not listening. Name one behavior, just one, that men do that is considered bad behavior that women don't get blamed for. Just one, Louis.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. You're saying because a lot of men, they do things and they blame women. Like, for instance, when a woman has a kid and something bad happens with the kid, oh, it's the woman's fault, but it's never the man's fault. I understand what you're saying, but you got to know how to pick a man.
Now you go right there. You got to know how to pick a man. You blaming women. I asked you, Louis, to give us one.
No,
Louis,
that's not
Louis,
pick. That's not. That's
Louis,
with a man too.
Louis. I'm asking you to give us one simple
That's my
behavior.
name, Tara.
One that a man does that women won't be blamed for.
Let me tell you something.
You can't.
Whenever you in
You
whenever
can't.
you in a
The
scenario,
reason why you talking over me, because you can't, Louis. You can't name one motherfucking behavior that men do that women are not blamed for, Louis. You can't fucking do it. Thank you, Dark Horse. You can't do it.
that should tell you something, though.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
telling me
ever
what. Hold
see,
up.
if you
It
ever
told me
read
something, which
Proverbs
is why I made
31, you will
this
see why the
prompt.
woman gets blamed. Read Proverbs 31 because
No,
the
no,
Proverbs
nigga,
31 woman
no, bitch.
takes
I
care.
told you I didn't want to talk about no fucking religious shit, bitch. No, not Proverbs, nothing. You show me the nigga who wrote Proverbs. Had that nigga come up here. The fuck? Talking about some fucking Proverbs. We don't just believe shit because it's written in a book. Bitch, I can write a book. I'm gonna write a book and call it the Bible. Y'all better believe everything in there, motherfuckers. Just stupid shit. Nigga, you don't know who wrote that fucking book. Thank you, Tasha. Y'all niggas annoying, but y'all can't name one. That's the crazier part. So get the fuck out of my queue.
That's the pattern. He said women are not blamed for everything men do. He asked him to name one, and then he blamed women. Well, you pick them.
Yeah. And of course he did. He trying to violate my boundaries. Not today, you fucking religious freak. Get your bitch ass the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that stupid shit. Y'all can argue that somewhere else. That shit is dumb. I don't want to read your fucking book. I don't want to learn the fucking words so I can argue. I don't want to do that stupid shit. Take that shit. There's motherfuckers who do that. Don't bring that over here. I'd rather read something else. I'm gonna read an empirical article before I read your fucking stupid ass book, bitch. The fuck? Y'all annoying with that shit. But yeah, like I was saying, back to the topic. Women are blamed for everything men do. And I challenge y'all, just give us one behavior, just one thing that men do and women are blamed for. You can't. That's why you can't. You literally cannot come up with one thing that men do that a woman is not blamed for. I can give you a lot of things that women do that women are fucking blamed for. A lot. I'm pretty sure you could too. But you can't come up with one thing that a man does and a woman ain't blamed for. And really think about that. Yeah, we blame for every motherfucking thing. That's why I don't want to hear no niggas arguing about and complain about his mama. Not when you giving your daddy a pass. That shit don't make no sense. Hello, Simone.
Hello.
Let me turn my volume up. What you saying?
Oh, I was saying that I apologize that some man has hurt you so bad to the point that you feel this way. I'm
So
sorry
who
that
hurt
nigga
you?
left
Hold
you.
up. The
I'm
who
sorry
hurt
your daddy
you?
was not there for you. I'm sorry them
Hold
niggas left you
up.
and they want you.
Let's talk about both our
I'm sorry the
daddies.
niggas didn't pick you. I'm sorry. And if men really a problem, stop sleeping with them. Stop dating them. Y'all always blame men, but y'all never want to stop dating them and sleeping with them, though.
No, you know what? That's good
That's
advice. Hold
crazy.
up real quick. That's
Y'all hate.
excellent advice. Stop dating and fucking these niggas. That's great
It's
fucking
all men,
advice.
but y'all still sleep with them, though. Y'all still put that manly penis in y'all mouth, huh? Right?
No, you freak the fuck out.
Right?
No, you freak the fuck out.
It's all men, right?
No, I feel like you got
And
your
look at
fingers
the
in your
women.
no, you got your fingers in your ass or something. I don't like the way you talking right now. That shit fucking weird. You don't want to have a conversation. You trying to nag. But you right. Women shouldn't fuck with these niggas. Period. They gross. They nasty. You got it. You ate with that, bitch. Hey, Coconut. Coming here whispering. Fuck wrong with you?
On that pretend feminine voice, that shit is so weird. And maybe a woman, I don't know, but like a lot of people do that in a lot of religious communities too. You're supposed to talk all sweet and da da da.
Oh, no. I know that's a
Yeah,
man.
shut up.
Martina, we was arguing with that nigga yesterday.
Oh, okay.
The way that y'all try to nag women, be like, well, you fucking with the men. That's the thing. Like, women are programmed to fuck with men. That's why I say it's a flex to be single. And then when you say women shouldn't fuck with y'all, Y'all get mad about that. When women don't want to fuck with y'all, y'all get mad. Y'all blame women for having kids. When women say they don't want to have the kids, you blame women for not the fucking decline in birth rate and shit. Like we not overpopulated. Like everything that a woman does, you're gonna find a way to blame her for that shit. The accountability level just ain't. It ain't. There's no match. There's no competition.
I'm quiet because I know there is nothing, but I'm trying to think, is there one that I haven't thought of that they might come up with? I can't, there's
No, I'm telling
nothing
you,
they
don't
do
strain
that we're
your
not doing for 'em.
brain. No.
For real.
Listen, even if a man is not a provider, his mama gonna get blamed. Like men get blamed for every fucking thing. You gonna get blamed for fucking with him because if you wasn't condoning him being a bum, he wouldn't be a bum. That's the whole point. You
Because yeah,
can't
they do
name
say
anything
the
because
whole
it's
reason for the state of men in the world and everything right now is because we sleep with them. They say that over and over. No matter how bad a man is, some woman really willing to be with him, some willing. It's all our fault. Well, weird.
think about it. Girls who are abused call fast. The when Monet was talking when we were talking earlier about like how grown ass men put their hands on children inappropriately, the women who don't stand up to him gonna get the blame. The girl who been abused gonna get the blame, but nobody ever gonna blame that nigga. Oh, thank you, Lady Q. This a new one. Thank you. And this motherfucker even went to Eve in the Bible. This society is set up that women have to take the blame for everything. So you always feel like you're responsible. This is why the coddling exists. This is why so many women are like trying to like correct men's behavior because you feel like you're responsible for it. Thank you, Hi. Like
That's
at the
why I
end of the
felt
day,
like I didn't understand what I was saying wrong because it's like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say my situation was unique, but growing up around that, that's why it just made me the way I am to like be like, no, you weird. Like, nigga, you weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I
thank you,
caught I
Lady
caught on
Q.
I caught on I caught on the stuff real quick. So that's what just made me, understand stuff more clearly.
So you see how you were the one, the catalyst for that? So you're the
Oh
one who had to do
yeah, I
something
was
to correct theirs. See, that's what we're
problematic,
saying.
a
It's the same
troublemaker,
thing. No, hold
rebellious.
on, wait, listen. But listen, Monet, you're saying I did it differently. Like I did. You see what I'm saying? So you're still making yourself, it's not you making, the system is
Okay,
making
I
you
get what
responsible
you're
for it, and you're
saying.
saying I'm responsible.
I'm not trying to center myself if that's what people are thinking.
What do you think you're doing then?
I'm just explaining
Thank you, Libby.
us. I mean, I'm probably like, saying, giving a personal example. I would say that. I mean, I don't mean to use the word but I was just giving like a perfect
Let's
example.
so let's break it down. The men are doing these horrible things. They're abusing the women in your family, right? And you. And so you do what you got to
My
do to
house
fight
is
that
loud as
abuse,
hell
right?
because I have happy children. That's why.
Ignore the comments. Ignore the comments. Okay. And so you have to do something to fight back against the men in your home doing the stuff, right? So that means that the blame, the onus, the destruction, all of that is on the men, not on the women who also didn't fight back. You
Hmm.
see?
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
what you're saying, but I'm not in here to bash women or make it talk about myself. But I just made it a personal situation and made an example on how like I just caught on to shit at a early age and things like that. So.
But the point I was making to you was that a lot of women pick up on it at an early age, but we
Hmm.
still live in a society where we are like constantly under the threat of violence, and women are navigating that. So on the outside looking in, it just looks like, oh, she's just tolerating whatever, but you don't know what women are actually do to like be safe.
No, I definitely understand that point. I don't try to
I didn't
judge
mean
those
like you.
circumstances.
I'm saying in general. I'm saying in general. Like
Yeah. And
one of the
then
things. Let me give you an example. The true crime shows or whatever y'all be watching. Where like women are unalive. Like a lot of women like those shows because usually she's unalive because she did something wrong, right? Or like a horror movie where she was unalive because she fell. And you like, well, I would never do that. So I'm good. I'm safe. I don't have to feel like I'm under that threat of violence because I would never do those things. And that's why those things are so comforting. But the
no, I don't
reality,
have that type of
hold up, hold
mindset.
up. I'm not, I'm talking about in general. In general, hold up, the idea is that I'm safe because I would never fall. I would have never put myself in that situation with that man. So it puts me like it's a coping mechanism. Like now I feel like I'm safe and I would never be in these unsafe situations because I know what to do right. And we do that constantly because it brings us this sense of peace, like we're safe. That's the whole point of it.
No, I would never have that type of mindset. Um, I'm for
But you
sure.
do. That's what you said.
How did I say it, Summer? Because
You
I don't feel like.
said, I fought back. I fight back. The women in my family, it was cool. They let that stuff happen.
Hmm.
That's not the same thing?
So so what? When I said that I became aware of it and fought back, that doesn't mean that I can't fall victim to those same circumstances. It can happen to me at any time. But I'm just saying that the way I grew up, it was conditioned, for women to be blamed for everything because it was allowed.
Allowed by whom?
I don't want to go back and forth with this
No,
because
no, no. You said it again.
I
Allowed by
know
whom?
but
No,
I'm never having that mindset saying like,
no,
oh,
no, no.
it's
I
never
want
gonna
you to
happen to me.
listen to what I'm
It's
saying,
never gonna happen.
Monet.
I've never had that
Hold up,
mindset.
Monet. I'm really trying to have this conversation with you. So when you say allowed by whom? Because I want you to break down how it was allowed.
Yes. You said I'm not unique, right? So
No,
growing up, women conditioned men enabled their sons and all that stuff like that. So it was allowed by women for men to blame them for everything. And like I said, when I grew up and I became aware, that's when I started to fight back. That's when I became problematic for
so
not allowing.
before you get to that, tell us how women have allowed men to blame them for everything. Like, give us some examples.
Say like, you know, if you're like the younger daughter in the family, like you try to tell your mom something and like, oh, stop being rebellious or, don't talk back to your father or something like that, things like that is 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 very easy for women to get blamed. Like
Hold up, what? By saying don't talk back to your father, how's the woman getting blamed?
because she know the consequences if she kind of takes her daughter's side or stuff like that. Or if she
I'm having a hard time understanding how those two connect. Um, but
women will receive consequences. Women will receive consequences if they kind of like stand up for themselves.
so that's the thing. If the woman's getting a consequence, is she allowing it or is she navigating her situation?
I from I don't feel like she's navigating it. She has a choice, but I'm not gonna say anything because when I made my choice, I received consequences of being called rebellious. I received my consequences of being called, rebel and things like that. I mean, I feel like I know the consequences if I put my hands on a 200-pound man. Either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna lose. But I'm gonna take the bet to I hope I don't lose.
So let
So
me help you understand the consequence for the situation you're saying, right? So when women are saying to children to behave a certain way, because the woman is the default parent, right? If the children are unruly, if they're not behaving in a certain way, she gets blamed to the point where a lot of times men are talking about the disciplinarian towards the children. They also discipline the women. So if the children are not acting right, then she gets scolded because she don't have things in order. That's why they say stuff like, "Oh, the kid." When I say tell the kids to do something, they listen to me, but they don't listen to her. Like that's scolding her and making her feel responsible for the children's behavior. When the reality is like him being a dominant authoritarian man or father literally is the reason why the children feel more or need to feel more relaxed around their mother to get away from that. He'll literally cause that problem and then scold her for the fact that it happened.
no, I get what you're saying.
So in that case, she's not
Also,
allowing
also
But it's
just
like for
anything.
me, I like I took my chances at 15 years old. I took my chance. Like it's either I get blamed for everything because I'm gonna get blamed either way. I'm gonna get blamed either way if I
Blame
do the
by
right thing or
who?
I don't do the right thing.
Hold up. Blame by who and for what?
It by men. Like even if I do the right thing, I'm still gonna get blamed. If I don't do the right thing, I'm still gonna get blamed. So it's for me.
Hold
I
up,
have
real
to make a
quick.
decision.
Louis, that nigga a bitch. Stop,
I
stop commenting that bullshit. Let me mute this nigga. Take that stupid shit somewhere else. Go
I
ahead.
have to make a decision to be like, okay, I'm going up against a 6 foot man that's 200 pounds, 300 pounds. I made that decision. I said, hey, I'm finna fight back. So,
So you
you know what I'm
saying that if a
saying?
woman don't stand up to a 200 pound, 6 foot man, then she's allowing his behavior?
I'm finna make this whole chat mad. Honestly, yes, I feel like it's a conscious decision. I mean, for me, I'm gonna grab something close to me and just do what I can. I'm
you know what
sorry.
it you know what it kind of sounds like? Kind of like Kanye saying slavery was a choice. You
Thank
know?
you, baby
No,
Q,
come
for the
on now. We can't
hip-hop
do
No, no,
that.
beats.
for real,
We
because there's
can't do that
fawning.
because
No, no, because
listen,
hold on, because fawning is also not about
is
slavery, but hold on about the relationship part.
okay.
Fawning is a thing. It is a way to survive. So we
How
know now that Stockholm syndrome ain't even really a real thing. It's
but
just fawning. It's I
but
gotta
how am
find a
I
way to
wrong for
survive.
making a choice for standing
Yeah,
up for
hold
myself?
on. We're not
I
saying you're
made
wrong.
that
Hold on,
choice. Okay.
Monet. We're not saying you're wrong. We're saying your mother is a human being. That's what we're saying. And not even your mother. Let's take it off of you. Women are human beings. Sometimes they make a choice that seems ridiculous in this system because of everything that's happening. And when you're saying the men are judging you, but you're still saying, but she had a choice. She should. Yes, I'm glad you made that choice. A lot of us have made some choices that, people would think are right, but they're human beings. And it's like, I'm better than them. I made the choice. It was a choice to do it. Like, we're not looking at the whole thing. How's that separate than what he said about the slavery?
I don't look at it as that.
Hold on. It ain't about looking at it. Can you understand what she's saying? If you don't agree,
No,
how's it
yeah,
different?
I understand what she said. I understand what she said, but it's like
Hold up. Let me hold up real quick. So someone's saying it's like Kanye West saying slavery was a choice. The idea is that black people allowed themselves to be enslaved because they didn't stand up, despite like a lot of them in cases were children or they were so worried about the harm that they just conformed. How's that any different from what you're saying?
is I okay. I feel it may feel like it's not any different because I mean, like, yeah, it's true
Hey, gentle.
because it's like if you condition this environment, for your children to be raised up in, and you did not, hold your sons
Hold on, so
accountable.
now we about to blame women for.
No, ew.
Hold on, I asked you a question, you're not answering, and the reason why you is so distressed is because your ego's bruised and you don't want to be wrong about something.
No, I'm accepting to be wrong because I literally said I didn't make it about myself. I literally said I was giving an example and I made it personal. I was not trying to be
But
like,
that's what I'm trying to
oh,
tell
it's
you.
all about me. I gave an
But
example.
that's the part someone's talking about. Your response to fight and another woman's response to fawn are still trauma responses. And you don't blame the person responding to the trauma. You blame the person causing the trauma.
Why not?
Because you victim blaming. That's why.
Why not blame the person that caused the trauma? Why not?
That's what I'm saying you should be doing, but you're victim blaming. Thank you,
And the
Jay.
reason is because it's very hurtful. It's hurtful that she didn't
Hmm.
stand up. It's hurtful that she didn't make the choice. But people make different choices for different reasons,
Hmm.
you know. And I'm not saying that she's right in everything, or they was the women in your life, you know. Or even you got to talk to them. They might have, you know, you might even be no contact. But I'm saying it would serve us all to see them as human beings and look at them in the system that they're
Hmm.
in, because the men in the system want us to blame women.
But I said it.
And when
I
we're doing it,
said
so
it when I
one thing is,
first.
when we agree with men, we need to check ourselves. We're agreeing with men too deep. Like, wait a minute, what am I doing?
But I literally said that when I first came up here that I didn't blame my mother. I didn't blame my grandmother. I literally said that when I came up here, when I first came up here, I said I did not blame them for something that they didn't know any better.
You said it's a
How can
choice. They made the choice to stay, and they didn't
yeah,
stand
yes,
up. That was
but how can
blaming.
I blame them for something that they for something that they didn't know? I've been forgave them for something that they didn't know better. They didn't know any better.
Okay,
So
but
when
hold
I
up, hold
became
up.
of
I understand it.
age,
Hold up.
mhm,
That's not the issue, though. The issue, Mona, is that you're making yourself the different. Like you different. You handle with it different. They allow stuff, but not you. You're a warrior. You fight it back. That's the problem, because you're assuming that they were so docile and not even understanding that the sacrifices your grandmother and your mother made is the reason why you was able to stand up for yourself.
So it
I'm
was a
just
different time. So
yeah,
even like I'm 46. When I was 20, it
yeah.
was a different world than it is now. What it was for my grandma was even more different. My great grandmother, and their way of resisting and fighting back and whatever. Well, mine are some head knockers, so that's different. But their way of resisting and fighting back was different, maybe than some other women, you know, or in their options. Their options were very different. Right now, we're losing rights, but you can work, you can have a car, you can have a house, you can have a job, you can leave, you can petition for divorce, you can get an AB in some of the states. You know, you can do different things that they could not even do. So the choices they had, if we put ourselves with some empathy in their shoes for a moment, like, could you have been that strong in 1952, 1932, 1820? I don't know, maybe.
That's the point I
Yeah.
was making earlier, right? That, like, when we sit there and blame people from different time periods, but the reality is, if we grew up, when they grew up, we would have been doing the same shit they would have been doing. We like to say that we wouldn't. It's like when people say, "Oh, during times of like enslavement, I wouldn't have put up with all that shit." But look at you put up with the way they change the shit right now. Like the reality is like we all that's again another defense mechanism. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put up with that. You do it every day. You do it every fucking day. That's the point. And instead of you understanding the one who causing the harm and giving them all the smoke, you mad at other people for falling victim to it when you do it yourself. That's the contradiction.
But that's what I literally just said. But I feel like my
Hold on,
words.
Monet. Hold on. You keep this one. So this is why I said it's an ego thing. Because when we keep trying to make the conversation in general, you keep pulling it back to yourself.
Okay, I don't know how I'm pulling it back to myself because I literally gave like a certain example, but then like
You're doing it right now, Monet. We keep trying to make the conversation general, and you keep talking about yourself.
Okay, you right. Okay.
That's what the whole thing is, because it is painful. It bruises our egos. It makes us feel away. It's normal. Of course, you have a feeling around it, especially if we're talking about something that affected you so strongly. So, but we can make it real general. Women who choose to stay, women who choose to fight. But anyway, we have a new person.
What's up, Demo?
Hey, how you doing this morning?
I know why you, Demo, you stuck.
No, I ain't.
No, I'm telling you, I knew you was gonna be back today. You stuck.
I'm gonna keep coming back. I like
I
talking.
know you stuck.
Yeah, but
Where Dark Horse at? Dark Horse got you stuck.
listen, I think women be blamed sometimes for stuff because in so many breaths,
Smarty pants.
y'all in control, especially when it come to like just say a relationship.
Thank
Say
you,
you meet
Shorty.
say you meet a man, right? And you find out this man got this stuff going on, but you don't stop dealing with this man, and then you conceive and have kids, right? So in the beginning, you already know what time it is. Now you got to be acceptable. You got to be responsible for the stuff that come after that. So say you get with a drug dealer, and everything go left. Y'all riding high, everything go left, and then now they taking the kids away. All this stuff. You had the opportunity to not even deal with this type of man or what he had going on. You had time to back out. But I think when we get in relationships, we stay stuck.
Hold up, real quick. Tell us what he responsible for.
I'm responsible for myself. That's
No. In this scenario, what is that man responsible for?
See, that's what I'm getting at. See, if you leave it up to me to say what we're responsible for, we're responsible for anything and everything that we do. But like I just said,
no. In the specific scenario you talking about, where you saying this woman chose that man, and like, why your background so loud?
That's because I got somebody in the back with my phone.
I'm gonna mute you while I explain that. If you can say, you can break down that she wrong because she chose that man, she ignored all the red flags, and now she in the situation. Tell us what that man did wrong.
So I'm gonna tell you what he did wrong. He did wrong by being the type of person he was and involving himself with you. But outside of that, he was like that prior to him meeting you.
Hold up, pause. See how I gave you a chance to hold the man accountable, and you felt so uncomfortable about making that statement, you had to cycle back to the woman.
Okay, he was wrong. All right, so
and that's it. That's the end of the sentence. He made those choices, and he's wrong for it. Period.
But when you start creating lies,
hold up. The reason why you keep saying "but" because that shit make you feel uncomfortable. The idea of this man who made these poor decisions being wrong, that don't feel good. So I gotta. But real quick, you were still wrong for that. No, nigga, he was wrong. Simple as that.
That's facts. He was wrong, but again, when you
still doing it. You still doing it. Every time you say "but," you're still doing it.
Get it out. You gotta let me speak. So
I'm trying to. He want to get it out real bad. He like.
No, listen. I'm trying to help you understand what you saying. Why are women being blamed for everything men do? So I'm trying to explain that. In society right now, today, back in the day, it don't matter. Birds of a feather flock together. That's what I'm getting you to see, right? So you only attract what you are. That's what I'm getting at with you. But
hold on. It's society today, now.
Yes.
Birds of a feather flock together. You thought that was a coherent statement?
No, it's not coherent, but it's true.
I know it's not coherent. I know.
But it's a true statement. So I'm telling you, all right, so listen. So I'm saying to you, so if you go out, I meet a person that's on drugs, and I know she on drugs. Everything that come behind that, I'm not going to say.
Word. Stop saying that word.
Okay. If I meet a person today.
Say Candy.
And I know that this woman is on drugs and I continue to be with her, responsibility fall on me.
No, you heard when I said stop saying that. You said it again. What's up, Lynn?
My bad, I had stepped away. Why are women blamed for everything men do? Because if a man can, it's a defense strategy. If a man can effectively shift the blame, then he doesn't have to take responsibility for his actions. And it happens on an interpersonal level, on a personal level, right? And on a societal level. Men understand the place that women are in societally, and they understand what they're doing when they do this. They don't want the bar to be raised because they don't want to have to catch up to that bar, right? They that's why often, like, the men who ain't worth shit, the men who will never amount to shit, they compare themselves to the lowest common denominator of men. Like, they'll be like, for example, if they're a father, they'll be like, I'm a good dad. Because there's some dads who AB their kids and who, only who abandoned them. I'm a good dad. I show up once a week and take my kid out for ice cream. Like, why are you comparing yourself to the lowest common denominator, a nigga? Like, which is crazy because as a person, as a woman, and like as a woman who hangs out with women who are wonderful, might I add, they read books, they listen to podcasts, they gather information about the women who are in a higher space than them. Like, that's the stars they reach for. They're not like, oh, well, I'm comfortable where I am because I'm better than the crackhead selling, or the rockhead selling herself on the street. Like, so I'm good right here. I don't know. It might be something in the masculine brain to where they want to exist in like homeostasis more than women. That needs to be studied because, like, I don't know, women, it seems like we're more go-getters than them, which that's how I know that they gaslit us into thinking that they're the leaders. Because how you a leader and you don't even see the future? Like, you don't even see the potential of where we could be and how to get there. Like, you just okay with staying where we at forever. Like, it is my belief that women advance society. Like,
No,
these niggas will stay stagnant.
no, that's facts. If you think about it, right? Men say that they want to get money and resources to attract women. So we can say that the reason why men are ambitious is because of women. Without women, these niggas just want to sit around and do nothing. So, like, yeah, absolutely, the women are ambitious, and for a fighting chance, the niggas gotta be too.
Like, we wouldn't have air conditioning if it wasn't for women. I'm convinced. Like, these niggas, like, y'all gotta think about it. Like, it was hot. Like, it's fucking hot. Like, no, it's hot. We need to do something about it being hot all the time. Like, come on. These niggas would have had us like in caves and shit. Like, society advanced because of women. You gotta think about it. Like, these
Yeah, these niggas
niggas
would be sitting around in a hot basement and not worried about shit. That's the thing.
yeah, circle jerking and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Um
I'm sorry. Remember how they always say there's no way to change it either? Like, whenever we talk about changing the world, making things better, I mean, you can't change the world, but you want me to do it. I'm just worried about my wife and my household. And you'd be like, we can do anything. We can change all of this shit right now. No, I don't care about that. They don't, how are you a leader? First of all, they don't care about community. They don't care about other people. They don't care about children. They don't even care about that woman, just that I can possess her and get her labor.
I want to point out too, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna be this person, although I still consider myself a womanist and I give women slightly more grace. But here's the thing: women do this shit too. Like, and women need to be called out for the shit. Because that's how we keep falling for the okie doke. Because women are too comfortable blaming other women for everything. And that shit irritate me. That
That's
shit
a
irritates me to no fucking end. Women blaming women for everything. Like it's a lot of women who have issues with women, and you don't need to pass go and collect $200. You need to stop and fix that shit right now, because your life is going to be perpetually fucked up if you can't have relationships with other women. If you're the type of woman who walks around saying shit like, oh, women don't get along, I can't get along with other women, they always arguing, blah, 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 blah. I know that you're a woman with a fucked up life. Because women who can't get along with other women be the most fucked up people. 100% of time, I do not trust women who do not get along with other women. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that was the point we was making earlier. Where this is like a societal thing. This is not men just doing this, women doing it too. And when we go to extremes to blame people, mothers or grown men behavior on mothers, and like we don't blame grown women behavior on mothers. She just gotta take the blame. That's a problem. And you're right. Like if you're a woman and you're so male centered that you can't formulate relationships with other women, it's not because, oh, that's just how women are. Well, I get along better with men. It's because like something's wrong there. You should have no problem getting along with other women who share the same experiences as you. That's not a flex. It's not a flex to be like, I get along with men and not women. That's some male centered shit. I agree with you, man.
But it can be subtly
But
male
wouldn't you consider
centered.
that trauma bonding?
What
What
you
do you
mean?
mean?
Like you said, that to be friends with women that have the same similarities that you do, but it's like sometimes that could be a consequence of that, especially if you're trying to like grow and like elevate yourself. Not everybody has the same mentality to like grow and stuff.
If you pick them as your friends, then your responsibility is to your friends. Like if you think that you better than your friends, then like I don't know.
And that's not what a trauma bond is.
That too. Thank you,
A trauma
Libby.
bond is when you're connected. Usually, I'm not going to say the abuser, but it's usually when you're connected to the abuser who traumatized you. So again, all of these buzzwords just spewing shit that literally is not factually accurate, and you have not done enough research to actually form an opinion on these things. I just ask that like you sit this one out, read some of the comments, listen to the host, because it genuinely seems like you're a little triggered.
It seems like you're triggered because why is your voice so
sorry,
shaky?
love.
Like
I'm sorry.
I don't
It
understand.
seems like you're a little
she working
triggered.
out.
because I
Yeah,
don't
but
get on
your
live
voice
all
is like
day.
super shaky.
I'm sorry
like,
that you're triggered. And again,
you seem
what
triggered.
did I say?
Like,
You are triggered. You're triggered. You're
honey,
literally
I'm
saying
not.
buzzwords that you don't even know. You're saying other women are trauma bonded because they're reaching out to other women who have experienced things that they've experienced.
I'm sorry
That's
I
not a trauma
triggered
bond,
you.
dummy. That's community
I'm
and
sorry I
commonality.
triggered
You're
you. I
stupid and you need to
apologize.
sit this one out. You don't have enough
Okay.
knowledge or education to
I
have this
apologize that you're
conversation.
triggered.
All you have is the abuse that you experienced at the
It's
hands of your
very
mother
early.
and other family members, and you're blaming your
This
mother
is
for
crazy.
allowing your other family members to abuse you instead of seeking therapy.
Oh
Why
gosh.
don't you do that? Seriously.
I'm sorry that you're triggered.
Oh, is that what happened to her? Really?
Yes.
No, but she
Yes.
can be up here, but I think we can have the conversation. But no, that's not what it. Yeah, she's right. That's
And
not
I'm sorry,
that
my
wasn't
voice is
definition
shaking
of
a little
trauma
bit
bond.
because
I had came
have
up
social
here
anxiety and I
before
don't
you
sit on
got on.
live all day. But I
Before you got
literally
on
could
here,
not sit
Lynn.
and listen to you keep saying a bunch of shit that's not
Oh
true.
gosh.
That's not what a trauma
Libby,
bond
you
is.
don't
You
gotta
clearly just sit
explain
on
yourself.
TikTok
Oh
and
wow.
don't read.
So Lynn, when I came up here, I did talk about like a personal situation, and me and Tara did talk about it and things like that. So, but it was like not to
It
be
was like what?
disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
I
You're
made
sitting
it
here. You just said other women are trauma bonded and they not fucking with other. All of the shit that you said is largely fucking stupid. But you're not listening to anything that anybody is saying, from the host to Summer. And real shit, if you can't
Oh
listen to what
gosh.
Summer's saying, you are truly brain dead, because she's speaking speaking to you with so much kindness, pouring
No,
so
it
much
sounds like
life into
she's
you.
male centered, Libby. That point of view,
She
like
is extremely,
it.
extremely.
Hold
And then her
on,
trying to
hold
That
comfort
on,
is
me
Libby. Hold
when I
sad.
on,
literally said
hold
I'm
on,
trying to
Libby.
inform you of something. And you're
So before I got
Libby,
on
hold
here, like,
on, hold on. That
yeah,
talking
so
point of trauma bonding came from men. That's why it's a buzzword, but it's a buzzword used incorrectly by men that she picked up on. Men use that bullshit to try to get women, cause one, men are jealous of women who have community. Not every woman has community because a lot of women have experienced harm from their mothers that they haven't healed from, or that they have experienced as young children that they haven't healed from. And that's unfortunate for them. But I'm telling you right now, if you're a woman and you don't know how to have good relationships with other women, one, you look goofy. Respectfully, respectfully, you look goofy, and not to other women. There's another adjective I can use to describe how you look from a woman's point of view, but men view y'all women as an easy target, and they look at y'all
so
as goofy. Hold on. You look like prey to those men. Women without
clock it.
community look like prey. That's why when a man gets with a woman who has community, he tries to get rid of her community. Women who have close relationships with their sisters, it's a bit harder. Like, right? Like, women who don't get along with other women, y'all are like y'all are easy, very easy,
And how
because y'all
often
believe everything men
do we hear
say.
men talk about what the best friend, that hates them, the sister that's always in their business? Don't tell your family nothing we going through. What? Like, that's always a red flag. And I didn't want to hone in on the trauma bonding thing. My thing was, she said, isn't that trauma bonding? And I just wanted to point out, a trauma bond is not between two people who experience similar abuse or trauma. And that was really it. And I could understand somebody like that, it being easy to plant that seed and be like, oh yeah, y'all women just be bitter. And that's really why you believe
I
or
just
you
want
support the things
to
other women are
I
saying.
want to
But
clarify something too. When it comes to how, like, the whole thing about the mother, right? Like, part of it, and when I was earlier talking about forgiving your mother, is understanding that your mother was forced to be the sole provider for you. Like, even if your father was present, your mother had to do things when he got to sit back and relax, right? If he wasn't there, she had to step up and take care of everything. And the fact that we can't see our mothers as people with flaws, and we blame them for everything, for not being like a saint or next to God, essentially, is another male centered view. Because why is it that your father, who was disengaged, not really involved in your life like that, and worried about his own thing, putting all the responsibility on your mother, why is that not the center of the trauma? But your mother being the one, you got to think about your mother having to be in the room, making sure you're okay when you were sick, having to like actually help you with your homework, even though they claim they the disciplinarians. Men discipline children based on their own irritation, but their mother actually having to step out and not be the fun parent, and having to be the one who helped guide you based on the best that she could do with what she had, considering her own trauma and experiences in this society.
but when I
Why
came
do
up
we
here and
hold
said
up, hold
that,
up, hold up? Why do we have these unrealistic expectations? Because a lot of times when people talk about their mothers caused all this trauma, you speak as a person who want to be you want to be a person who has flaws, and it's okay. I'm flawed because my mother did this, but you don't award her that same privilege. So like, it's go beyond it. Oh, your mother just caused trauma. If you can't accept that your mother's a person, and maybe she don't know the right thing to say about everything, and she can't be the person you tell everything to, because she's a person. The fuck? Just like you
but
ain't
when
calling
I
your dad. Hold up. I'm not talking about you. Just like you can't call your daddy up and tell him every motherfucking thing. The problem is we have these unrealistic expectations when it comes to our mothers, and they dealt with a life of stress of having to worry about you and your behavior. And if you can't understand that, you are going to be male centered, and you are going to have this negative view on women. as well as yourself, subconscious or not.
But when I came up here, I don't think anybody
You
heard
keep
the
trying to
part.
say the same thing. That's how I know you're not
Oh
listening, because
Lord.
every time you start talking, you keep
Oh
saying the same
gosh.
thing. That's how I know you're
But
not listening.
but
Shut
nobody
up.
listened to me when I said I did give
Everybody
my mom
listened to you.
grace.
That's the
I
problem. That's why
did
we're
forgive
still
my
sitting here
mom.
having this
So
conversation,
it's
because
funny,
we didn't
like,
had no choice but to listen to you spew all this hateful, nasty rhetoric. Literally,
oh
while
wow.
your mom was going through all. Imagine how it feels to know that
I'm
your child
sorry
is
you're
being
so
abused and
offended.
there's very little you can do about it. Like, imagine, humanize that woman. Imagine if your mother was also being abused. If she didn't have you, she would have still been a young woman getting abused. But you can only look at it from your perspective. At the age I'm at now, my mother is completely human. I think about all the things that I went through as a child, all of the things that my mother was going through, and all the things we went through as a unit. And I wish all it wanted to make me do was be a better child. Like, seriously, I can't go back in time now. And I went through my own stuff as a kid. You went through your own stuff as a kid.
But I
We
do
all
remember saying
did.
that I forgave my mom in the beginning.
But
So
you can
I
say
don't know
whatever
what
you
you
want,
wanted
but you're
to
sitting
hear.
here spewing
So
this rhetoric
you
that
wanted to hear
shows
what you wanted
something
to hear.
else. You're
You wanted to hear
spewing
what
all
you
this
wanted to hear.
negative,
So
hateful rhetoric
I
to blame women,
apologize.
but you're
I know
claiming you
I'm
forgive
sorry
your
that you
mother.
feel that
Can
way.
you
I'm sorry
let
that you
her,
feel that
Libby?
way.
Go ahead and let her respond, because she gonna try to
Yeah,
respond.
I'm sorry that you feel that way. Like, maybe you wanted to hear what you wanted to hear, but I'm pretty sure I said, I give my mom
You
grace.
are
I
just
do
not
forgive
that
my
smart.
mom. And, like, I said what I
Forgiveness is
had
an
to
action,
say.
baby girl. It's not a word.
I know I'm
It's an
sorry that you feel
action.
that way.
Did I
Let her get
feel
it
what,
all out.
Libby? Did I
Libby,
Let her
feel that
say it.
Like,
forgiveness
I
is
don't
in
think
Libby,
I spoke
action
Hold on,
and not
negative.
in
Libby, you got
words?
hold on.
Libby,
Like,
you
Hold on,
Tara
we
gotta
gotta
only
let
let
said
her.
that I
people
was speaking about
respond.
myself and it was ego. That's the only thing that she corrected me on. Like, when I spoke personal, Tara said, you're speaking from yourself and your ego. And I said, okay, you're right. I made it personal. And she's like, you keep talking about yourself. You're not generalizing it. So I did say that I forgive my mom and that I give her grace. But when I came and said that, when I grew up, I started fighting back. Tara said, you keep talking about yourself. So I don't know, like, what concept that you're getting, like, what narrative that you're trying to
Girl,
create
seriously,
about
what
me.
the
Like,
fuck are you
I
talking about?
apologize for
Legitimately,
that.
what are
So
you talking about?
No, wait, can I ask a question? So are you saying,
honestly,
hold on, are you saying
You
it's
think
a
people are
choice that your
agreeing with
mom,
Hold
you?
on,
That's
real
hold on,
quick.
crazy.
Lily, hold on.
Summer, hold on, because they're gonna keep. Hold on, Libby. You have to understand. I get the frustration and I get it, but you have to understand that this is kind of like a show, and people are watching. And not for nothing, I'm not telling you to tune down. I'm telling you to let her respond, because there are other women who are listening who think the same way as her. So you have to let her get out the thing so that we can respond to her.
How long have you been in here?
It
It's
doesn't
just, she
matter.
just keeps
I do this
saying the
every
same
day.
thing, and we're kind of just
Yeah, but
talking in
Summer is
It's
circles.
trying
okay.
to Summer's trying to have dialogue with her.
Yeah. And only because this is a woman we're talking to. If this was a man, we could just, But okay. So you said your mother made the choice, right? And chose to blame you. But also you forgive her for
no,
that choice?
remember when you were saying, like, we can't blame the women, and I said those words never came out of my mouth. Like, saying that I been forgave them, I been gave them grace, but then Tara gave me pushback when I said that. She said, yeah, you keep saying that you're the one that fought back, and you make yourself different from the ones that didn't fight back. That's what we were talking about.
Let's go
And
back to this
then
point though. So where's
Libby
so
just
where's
came in like, I
no, let's stay on
understand
the
what Tara said, and I
no,
understand
let's stay on the
what
point.
you
No,
Don't
let's
say
stay
my
on
said.
the point
name,
that I'm
please.
asking. Hold on, let's stay on the point that I'm asking.
Oh gosh.
So you forgave your mother, right? And you gave them the women grace, right?
Yes.
What is
And
what hold on, wait, right there. What does that grace look like?
like, I forgave them. I knew that they didn't know any better. The choice that they made, they didn't know any better. They were conditioned to do those things. So, and then Tara was like, well, you keep making about yourself, saying that, oh, you fought back and you're this big warrior because you made yourself aware and things like that. That's what she called me out on. So I have no
So yeah,
idea
so you forgave them, and you know
other
that
girl
they
is
were.
talking
Hold
about.
on,
Like
hold on. Wait,
yeah.
we don't have to worry about her. Leave her alone. Y'all don't want to. You don't want to argue with each other. Let go. You forgave them. You understand they were conditioned for that. You understand why? Do you understand why
Yeah,
she made that
most
choice?
definitely. Yeah, most. You said
Okay,
what?
but then okay. So I'm trying to get what you're saying because it could be. It doesn't sound like you forgave because of other things you said, but it could be that there's some sort of forgiveness there. But also, I think my mother
Most
could have made
definitely,
a
there's
different choice.
forgiveness.
Hold on,
Most
wait,
definitely
wait. Hold
forgiveness.
on. Hold on. But also, I think my mother could have made a different choice and I did something different. And here's how I'm different. And that is the part that she's honing in on about the ego of it. But from the other things you're saying about I'm trying to elevate and that might be trauma bonding to be with the other women been through the same things. Because what happens is this is very male thinking that they kind of push us to. If I make the right choices, if I fight back, if I'm tough enough, then I could be safe, right?
He left.
Those women made those choices, and that's why that happened to them. But me, I'm a little different because I can do this, that, whatever. Also, I don't have to be in community with these women who've been through those kind of things. I don't focus on that because I'm tough and strong and I'm different. No?
Definitely not. No, that's not my mindset.
Okay.
So, what is your mindset about avoiding harm from men in friendships with women, then, if you don't mind?
So avoiding harm from men. I mean, that's typically something that you can't avoid. I can walk down the street and get harmed by men, but I'm just saying, like, I would make a choice to defend myself if I can. That's up to me. And then what you're saying, like with women, for me, I'm saying like trauma bonding is like sometimes like, yes, you can have the same similarities, with a woman and trauma bond, but then sometimes you're going to grow the same habits that you had before in the past with your friend. You might not have those same habits, when you're growing and you're changing and you're healing.
Thank
That's not
you,
a bad
Lord.
thing. That's not a negative thing. And
Do
you
you
don't
have
have to always you don't have to make it look negative.
so
You
do you
might just
have a
outgrow that person.
hold on, no, when I was saying shared experiences, that's not always it don't always have to be a negative thing either, right? But literally
It
you
doesn't
can have
always have to be
women
bad. It doesn't
hold on, no,
have to
it
be
literally y'all
negative.
could be y'all could just do makeup together. What I'm saying, are you do you have a community of women that you're a part of?
Yes, but not that much, and only in the deaf community.
In a what community?
So I grew up like doing sign language, so I'm in the deaf community.
Oh, okay, no, I'm talking about like a community of women.
Yes, and
The
they're
reason why I'm
older.
saying that, hold up, what I'm saying is, when you have other women that you have like intimate relationships with, where y'all talk about things and open up, you realize that that's where you start recognizing the patterns, right? Because when you're more isolated, you think, well, I'm doing this and I'm seeing something different. But when you have like conversations with women, you realize, oh, a lot of the things that I'm doing, I see these women also doing. It just may look different. You know what I'm saying?
No, because they still do the things that they're conditioned to do. It's deaf community. My whole family is deaf, so I can
Ignore
say
the
my whole
ignore
family.
the ignore the comments.
Yeah.
So wait, they're conditioned to do. Dig in on that part.
So I grew up in the deaf community, and I mostly like hang around my grandmother, my aunts, my godmother, and things like that. And I observe,
Yeah, no, I'm
the
not. But that's the thing. So first of all, those women are from a different generation. What I'm saying is, do you have like women that like y'all friends outside of like the older women in your family? Because
like women my age.
mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so that's the point about the community that I was trying to make, right? When you have women who are your age and y'all talk about things, you realize that like, okay, you're not somebody out here doing things alone. There are actually a lot of women like you. That's the point. And y'all help each other navigate through like the hurdles of life and get a better understanding. But when you don't have that and you base in women behavior based on the actions of women in previous generation, because the only like real community you had with women has been like being raised by those women, you're going to have this narrow view of like what it is being a woman, because the previous generations, they navigated differently, right? Like, and a lot of times people look down on their behaviors, but you gotta understand that their situation was different, and that's how they pulled out of it. But if you don't have a community of women that you talk to and that you develop like relationships with, you're going to think that you're the oddball out.
I mean, that's probably true.
No, I'm telling you, like a lot of the things I like, a lot of things I think about society can be considered a bit extreme. And if I was just sitting in a room talking to like people all the time, whatever, I might think, oh, I'm different from other people. But because I'm part of a community of women, I realize, oh, we all have critiques. We all have critiques. And some of the critiques they have, I might not even thought of. Like, oh, you know what? I'm glad she said that, because now I can think about it differently on this level. But that isolation is the problem. And that's what causes women to be male centered when you are isolated. That's why being part of a community of women is so important. Libby, I know you was arguing with her, but did you want to say something about the prompt?
Wait, can I add one more thing quickly? That's why TikTok has been so amazing, because I already had women community, but I could not fully express my ideas and criticisms and things with a lot of women, because same thing, Monet. You feel like you the crazy one. Everybody's like, what'd you once I found y'all online, I was like, oh my God, I'm not alone. Because I might have had 2 friends in real life, that I could really, but now I got 15, 20, 50. It's amazing. I love it.
All right, Libby,
I
did
love
you want to
y'all.
say something about the prompt?
Yeah, I think it kind of ties into everything else everybody was saying. I think women are the safest space for everything and everyone. Community amongst women is, that's just the shit. So I think that it's easy to point the finger at women because it's just the safe space. It's why, 90%, not 90% of the time, I'm not going to use numbers that aren't real, but I can speak for myself. Some of the worst arguments I've ever been in were with like my sister, because we are so close and familiar. Anywhere where there's closeness and familiarity can breed like comfort, but in like comfortability can also breed negatively. You can be overly comfortable with somebody in a way that you maybe shouldn't be. And I think that men look at women as weak, so they're comfortable pointing out their flaws, or what looks like a flaw. And like if they see a man that has, whatever flaw he has, they can point to the mother and his upbringing or whatever. So I think it literally just boils down to women being comfortable and safe and open. And it has breeded a cesspool of negativity. But I don't think that like women should close themselves off or anything like that in that way. Just because men, again, have taken something positive and made it negative.
Yeah, you're
But
right. It's like that, because essentially you'll be losing your humanity, right? And it's interesting you say that, because that's something that happens, like I was talking about earlier, when you have children, like you have a child in daycare and be well behaved, and then once their mother show up, they start acting up, and they're like, oh, you need to get the child, like, look how the child not respecting you. Same thing with the fathers, right? Oh, they listen to the father but not the mother. When reality is, children are more likely to be like engaged with their environment when they feel safe. But them sitting up straight, doing all the right things, saying the right thing, like that's not how children develop by and being autonomous and interacting with their environment. It just isn't. They're just following the rules and looking on the outside. So you see them around their mother, you're like, oh my God, she ain't got no structure. When the reality is that child feels safe with her. And it triggers, if you think about like how people deal with abandonment, the reason why people are more comfortable confronting women, the mothers instead of the fathers, because the fathers with any critique will abandon. They just gonna jump ship. So you criticize the one that you know is going to be there and is going to actually like, it's okay, reassure you. And then you're right, it is like a cesspool in society where we see it on a grander scale where everything's getting blamed on these women.
yeah.
What's up, Julian?
What's up, guys? I just have a quick question, right? You guys are
What up?
bringing up some great topics, by the way.
Before you
Um,
ask your question, tell us what you think about the prompt.
why are women blamed for everything men do? That's not necessarily true. Um, It's definitely a broad general statement, but it's not necessarily true.
Can I ask you the question I asked the guy earlier? Tell us one behavior. Just you only got to do one. One behavior, bad behavior that men do that women don't get blamed for.
War. How about that? War. War is horrible. War is hell. Civilians get injured, all the people, and yeah,
Hold up,
so I
hold
guess
up.
war.
Men don't blame women for war.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
No,
I
that we
don't.
start wars for women for the beauty of women. What are you talking about?
Yeah, men usually start like that's the reward for war for some men. Or
I
like
mean,
I got or I have to go to war to protect women. Like you should be thankful for a
okay,
man for your
protect your
protection.
land, protect your women, or gain certain objectives, certain resources, right? Oil, natural resources. But we can't just absolve
Thank you, Glittery.
all
Nah,
women
what
from
I'm saying is
counter reactions.
if war is not blamed on women, then it shouldn't be like something used against women. Like men literally will say, "Well, women don't have to go to war. We go to war to protect y'all." As if if women didn't exist, that men would just be
We'd still be at war.
getting along.
100%. We'd definitely still be killing each
But
other.
no, hold up. I know that my point was that even when it comes to war, women are blamed for it.
Not necessarily true. Women weren't blamed for 9/11.
9/11 not war
So
though.
it's
But
what started the war
hold
and
up,
the thing.
hold
Yeah.
up, hold up. My understanding, the men who unalived themselves for the 9/11, right? Were they
Yeah.
not told they would get a bunch of wives in the afterlife?
That's their religion. That's not being blamed for it. No one's saying, hey, those 72 versions killed everybody. No one said that. They said, hey, those terrorists, those terrorists
Don't
killed
use that word. Don't
everybody.
use that word on TikTok. And
Oh,
we
I'm
were
sorry.
blamed for that also because there were women going to join some of those groups in the Middle East, like when like even from the UK, there was a bunch of girls who got like radicalized and then got on a plane and moved to freaking Syria or something.
Yeah.
And they blame them for that. It's your fault. We wouldn't have these terrorists if you guys wouldn't go over there. We get blamed for everything. Try
Well, I
again.
mean, that's adding to it. Why would you go do that? Like, that's insane.
No,
Why
no.
would you
Try
go
to
do that?
find something that we're not blamed for.
Well, war. I'm serious. Like you said, the
No,
woman.
you're wrong. We are
Here.
blamed for wars.
Here.
You're
That's
wrong.
You
my
just said.
point.
All
We
right,
are,
fine.
sir.
You just
We
said
all blamed
that.
for
You just said
war.
that some woman in London or whatever, they went down there to ISIS, whatever. That is wrong.
No,
You
no, hold
cannot
on.
do
Hold
that.
on. I didn't say just that, but also there are many ways that women are blamed for war. Try something else. If you said that's not true, there should be several, and you haven't come up with one yet. Try it. Try again.
Oh, the War of 1812? That was about land.
No, not a
What she's
war. Try
saying is,
something that
besides
men are doing
war,
negative that women are not blamed for.
Oh.
Well, the problem is, y'all, with the war example, men don't see nothing wrong with war.
War
They
is
they
not. War is
they
necessary.
actually think that war is necessary. So of course they're not gonna blame women for it because they feel the most masculine when they like are committing acts of violence towards each other.
That's not true.
I mean, in general, it is. It might not be true for you and the men that you are around, but sir, we talk to on this app. I've been on this app for like how long now? Like 3 years. And I've talked to over like 500 different men. And I'm sorry, in my analysis, most men think that war is natural.
So you
Like
believe,
you,
women could
hold
be
on,
like
hold on. Most men think that war is natural and it should happen. Violence is a necessary act. So, I mean, you might think differently, and I'll give you that. And good for you. I think you should figure out why you believe differently and help other men in that area because it just simply is the truth, and you know it's the truth.
Yeah,
Most
I
men
agree.
think that violence is
But
Hold
we,
necessary.
up,
I mean,
hold up,
violence
hold up,
to a certain
sir.
point,
Hold up,
violence
sir.
is necessary.
I agree with that. The only critique I was saying is that when you criticize men for war, they don't blame themselves. They say like, well, it's a necessary evil, and then they talk about all the ways that women contribute. Like men go to war for women. Women don't have to fight the war. You need to be grateful that you protected. Like not because they are on a pissing contest with each other. It's like, oh, it's the women somehow are the cause of this. Like, and that we should be grateful for the men who do it because they're providing protection for us. I definitely
Well,
agree.
there are some very bad people. The world is
So
very evil.
hold up. No, you had another task. Did you have another example besides war, sir?
Uh, I actually have a question.
Hold on,
So
no,
for
hold up,
my no, relax,
hold up,
relax, relax.
hold up,
Let
real
me
quick.
get my thought across.
Hold
That
up.
Relax.
So you
relax,
don't
relax shit is definitely not happening here.
Libby, hold
You're
up.
interrupting me.
So
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to get my
hearing
thoughts
is
across.
that you don't have another answer and you want to move on from it.
I'm not
Correct?
moving on. I'm not
No,
moving on
Okay,
from it.
then give us an example of something that
Are you gonna
men
let
do
me speak?
use. Yeah, I want you to do it now,
All
but you're
right.
trying to ask a
All right. All
question.
right. Let's go. Okay.
Hey T baby. Go ahead. We're waiting.
I can't come up with a nuance or an example
You
off my head,
can't. Yeah.
right? But
Okay, so you
here,
can't do it. That's fine.
I'm not.
Hold up. It's
Can I
fine. All you had to do
finish?
is say you
Can I
couldn't do
add to
it.
the conversation? I actually have something good to
No,
add
no,
to the
no.
conversation.
Hold up. That's fine. All I was saying is you want to move on from the question because you couldn't answer it. You're saying you could. That's fine. Go ahead and
Okay.
make your point.
All right. Let's move on. So, do we absolve all women of responsibility for their actions? My mother used to lock me in basements, and we just lived alone. So,
No, so
is
hold
it
up.
her
That's
fault
not the
or?
topic though. It's not about like
It's
we're
the
not.
topic is
Hold up.
why a woman
Hold up.
blamed for everything
Listen.
men
Hold
do,
up.
but
The
we
claim,
cannot absolve all
sir.
women from
The
responsibility.
claim is not that women don't do things wrong. That's not the claim. The claim is that when men do things wrong, women are blamed for it.
So you just want people up here to agree with you. That's it.
No, I wanted you to give us another example, but you couldn't do it.
And we're going to continue the conversation because we actually have this is actually a great conversation that can build off of.
Right,
So
but she just
are you just going to ruminate on men blame everything and not get
yes, because
anywhere?
that's the
No
topic. That's
ruminate.
how topics work.
All right. Well, my IQ's
Yeah.
not even over.
Oh, we cared. He about to go tell us his trauma story. We gonna. I don't give a
Somebody
fuck.
said,
Leave me
why
alone.
did his mom release him? No bullshit. Dog. This is the thing, right? When men come up here and do that, number one, I could literally sit here and name five. I put in the comments, the most, it's not even a real war. It was a fake war, was started. The Trojan War was started because they shoved a woman in a horse. And it's not even real, but they use it to show that women a lot of times are, again, I'm quoting, these are in quotes, air quotes, because it's BS. But a lot of times people will say that when there's something going on at wartime, I don't remember if it was the World War One or I don't remember if it was World War One or World War Two, but they essentially claim that the reason why America was not doing well in World War One was because the women were not feeding them properly, and it all boiled down to food insecurity that was literally happening because of the war. So it's like, even his little point doesn't really heal anything. And like you said, I think a lot of men don't realize that the prompt is why are women blamed for the things men do, instead of do women do anything wrong at all? Because he keeps wanting to say, are we going to absolve women from responsibility, when it's like, women do things wrong. We're not saying that women don't do things wrong. And I'm just curious why that's the point they want to hone in on. And it's not even the question, but I digress.
Hi.
Hey Liz. Thank you, Newbie.
What are we at? 46K likes? Let's get to 50 in like 5 minutes. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun game. So I think maybe this is, and the reason why I hopped up here, I think this is maybe more of a white man thing, but like one of the central red pill talking points that white men make is that women, and they'll go through like historically and name all the wars and name reasons why a woman is actually to blame for starting that war. And it's always nonsense because the reasons are oftentimes they'll say that the person did it because they wanted to like impress a woman, or because this woman was so beautiful and they were like fighting over the woman, which is like, that's still not a woman's fault that you guys were like, how is that her fault? It's not, but they'll equate that to fault. But yeah, I mean, I hear that all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Black
They
men do it too.
justify, yeah, they do. They justify going to war because of like something women can't do for themselves. They claim that they're doing for them, like as if women didn't exist, that they wouldn't do those things. That's why I say war wasn't actually a good example. And then when given the opportunity to provide another one, because he had disagreed, and some would say he should have had plenty of examples, he couldn't come up with one. He decided to run off.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I think just to the prompt, that it has a lot to do with the fact that women, I mean, the double standards. Like, have you ever heard the phrase, the average woman is like the greatest man in the world is just the average woman?
We've heard you say it multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, that's it right there. The expectations on women are so much greater than they are on men. And so
there's like this notion that like to be a good woman, you have to be supporting a man, or like that it's like a qualifier for being a good woman or something, or like being wifely or something. What's the other one they say? Like behind every great man is a good woman. Fuck, girl. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, when that's the case, like I know I was guilty of this as a child. I would put a disproportionate amount of blame on my mom for things my dad would do. And not even disproportionate, because blaming her at all is not correct. But I like when I was a kid and before I like unpacked internalized misogyny and all that kind of stuff. But I definitely did that. Yeah.
I think we talked about it a little bit earlier. But the parent that stays is always punished. And as I've gotten older, I've completely 100% humanized my mom.
That's not true.
What?
That's not true. No. When the man is the one who stay, considering
no, actually, you're right. That is true.
Yeah. So it's not.
That's
it's
true.
not the
mother. Yeah.
It's the mother.
It's not the parent that stays. So let me correct that.
Yeah. If the child is with the father, then whatever reason the mother wasn't there, she's still gonna get the blame. It's not the parent who stayed.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you imagine the slap in the face that is though? Like to be the mother. The father not helping out. You doing all these things, trying to get him to talk to the kids. He man fuck them kids. And then the kids grow up and they mad at the mama and he get a pass. You know, that's a slap in the fucking face.
Seriously. No, I feel that. I mean, of course I'm a kid. So it's like I give myself grace. I give my mom grace, whatever. But thinking back to being 8 years old or whatever. And I have a good relationship with my dad. Like he's straight. He would have been a better uncle than father. But like, whatever. But as I got older, I'm like, I would sit out on the porch and be mad at my mom. Like, if you're just so mean to him and you just talk to him so crazy. That's why he don't want to come over here. Girl, his kids are here. What the fuck? That should be enough reason to come. What the hell? Like, and he was a bitch. So he deserved to be called that. So, I don't know. And I'd be curious to look at what the outcomes are on like if a child is raised by a single mother versus a single father. But I don't know. I just think that, I mean, like you said, the mother is always the one villainized. And that was one of the things that I really wanted to impart upon Monet. I'm sad that she left by the time I got back because I wasn't going to apologize to her.
Get off of her. No. The only thing I was going to say was... neck. You've been on her neck since you've been up here. Let
me speak for myself. As I've gotten older, I've been able to my mom is not just my mom. She's also a human. She was a student when I was growing up. She's somebody's child, all of those things. And there was so much hurt and pain that I was able to dispel and completely throw away once I realized that my mom had stuff that she was going through. And it at no point in time was an an excuse. And it wasn't a trauma bond or none of that either. It was truly me just gaining more understanding and knowledge. And it made my relationship with my mom deepen. It made me process my own trauma a lot better and authentically. And I was able to actually authentically forgive. I didn't have to forgive my mother because she didn't do anything, but there was a level that I had to forgive, like just forgiving the world and forgiving the people that I felt like should have done more, protected me, whatever. And yeah, and it's not about no one particular person. There's 1,000 other people out there that kind of have that similar experience. And I don't
No,
know.
I was just fucking with you. But two things,
No,
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Number
Like, it's
one,
all shits and gigs for real.
hold
But
up.
not shits
No,
and gigs because it's serious, but
no. Two things. One, single fathers don't exist, right? Because they still get support. The amount of support men get, compared to how women are punished for having children, there's no
Yeah.
comparison, right? So single fathers don't actually exist. So we're not even talking about the same thing, right? And that also goes to my second point, right? Y'all gotta understand how sick this shit is, right? We will see a woman and she done did some bad shit. Don't get me wrong. She's sitting at this table. She done did some bad shit. And we want to scold her. We want to point fingers at her. Same situation, but a man, somebody want to go over there and explain to him what he did wrong and give him grace.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. And that is why, like, my phone had died and I came back, she wasn't here, and I was like, damn, I should probably say I'm sorry. I just did too much. It's just like talking to people crazy is just not my, like, of course, like, somebody need to be, but I'm not that person that like wants to go around checking people, whatever. I did hit my BZ and I was like, oh girl, you did too much. That was a little ugly. So I don't know if she's in here. I am sorry, girl. I don't know. I'll send you lunch or something if you got DoorDash. But yeah, I don't know. Cause like you said, that is sick. And I'm kind of like further pushing that narrative by not giving her space to make a mistake and learn. Like, I was privileged with great health insurance. I hit the mom lottery. Like, so I was able to get therapy. I was able to, I didn't have a dad that, treated me or whatever. And I definitely didn't live in a home that condoned like that would condone. I mean, I did grow up with an older brother, but he couldn't even, he cool. So it's just like, and that doesn't negate anything. There's still stuff that my brother does and says that I have to check him for. But I say all that to say, I grew up in a seat of privilege. So sometimes it's a little bit jarring when I hear those type of things, especially when it comes from somebody around my age. And I'm like, come on, girl, we got to do the work. But it's like, you grew up in a seat of privilege. So you were kind of spoon fed this information, and other people might have had to work a lot harder to actually get the information. So yeah, I don't know.
For me, I just choose to see the men around me as ain't shit regardless. Like,
No,
that's
yeah,
just,
facts.
because like, and I'm gonna give you some grace because here's the thing, right? When I first came to TikTok, I used to give so much grace to women because I was like, I'm dealing with my internalized misogyny. I don't want to be so harsh towards women and give these niggas a pass. But I done moved away from that because like anybody can get it. Don't get me wrong. Anybody come up here and get it. I think she did get more grace because on some level we understand where like to be honest, we can see ourselves in her. Like, let's be like, we all felt like we was special at some point. That's it. We're gonna let that lady alone. What's up, Tyrone?
I'm just gonna address the pump real quick. Why are women blamed for everything that men do? I feel like, honestly, nowadays that men and women are trying to tip the scale, especially women, trying to tip the scale on who deserves the most blame, and that's the problem. Like, we all deserves blame, and then we're talking about, like, I guess this is Gerard Carmichael, you know what I'm saying? And he's a good actor and stuff, but he's a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah, they probably jealous and want to be women like y'all because they are, GAY. They want to be women. So, of course.
Hold on, baby. You all over the place. Hold on. Make 1 point at a time, sweetheart, so we can respond. Because
well, real quick, I want to say this
working.
about Gerard Carmichael and why I decided to put him on the background because this is on the other half of this picture. is his mother, and he's confronting his mother for all the things that she do, whatever. But was interesting enough, it was another interview he did on Breakfast Club where they was talking about, well, why you call your mama a bitch, and his father confronted him about it, and he like, well, she did something, as if his father was perfect, which is crazy. But a lot of especially when it comes to the men who are gay, a lot of the things they get upset with their mothers for are societal problems. Like society don't accept them, and they have internalized all of that, and the scapegoat then becomes their mother. But
Well, I understand that, but at the end of the day, you can't put him in the same category as straight man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I
He have
can.
We
Yes, I
absolutely
can.
can. Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
because it's like,
a lot of straight men think that if their mama would have chose a better dad for them, then they would have been better off in life. Like if she would have chosen better, that's a belief system that y'all have.
yeah, that's true, but it's like his mama didn't probably want him to be GAY, and that's why him and his
Okay,
mama
stop
with.
All right, so
focusing on the picture. Focus on the words, please.
Okay, basically, women blame men for everything nowadays, and it's starting to be exhausting because it's like I feel like
Oh,
honestly, we
brother.
would take. Well, hold on, I'm
Hold
trying
on.
to answer the prompt. We would take accountability and we will address our issues, but it's like whenever we try to give you a small bit of baby food of accountability, it's met with so much
baby
resistance. You know what I'm
food.
saying? It's never okay. I can see what you're saying, but y'all do like this. It's just straight. No, it's y'all. It's y'all. It's the
So
men's
name,
fault and all
okay,
that
hold
stuff. And
on,
it's just
Tyrone,
it's
Tyrone,
becoming very unattractive. I'm
Here
just
I
being honest.
Tyrone,
go.
Tyrone. Name something that is solely women's fault that we need to take accountability for.
You need to take accountability for your divorce rates. You need to take accountability for.
No, one thing. I need you to focus. What about the divorce rates are women's faults?
I mean, they are marrying. They are not well, not all, but some are not choosing good men. Not all women choose good men. So all
So is
women
it the
choose good men.
woman's fault or the not good man fault because he chose to get married?
And she chose to marry him. That's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. It's like you guys be trying to run from your part of the 50 of the accountability.
I don't think they're running from their part of the 50. What would you like those women to do? I chose a crappy man. Now, do you want me to stay with said crappy man for the rest of my life?
No, but what I'm saying
Okay,
is,
so I chose to get a divorce. That was my choice. I am taking accountability. I fucked up my life. I wasted like 5 years, 10 years, 15, 25, 30 years of my fucking life with a fucked up man. And now I'm starting my life over through shame, through judgment, probably through some financial strife, through lifestyle differences, through having to raise my child now in a broken household, through I have to uplift myself now, whatever way is possible, go through therapy, unlearn things that I have learned. What else?
I mean, it goes to show to your decisions making. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Okay, who cares? I made the decision.
because it's
Motherfuckers make bad decisions all the
decisions, and you
time.
gotta
And what?
live with it,
Hold on,
and
hold
that's
on,
okay.
hold on, hold on. Clearly, you have a problem with staying in the past because I make bad decisions all the time. You know what I do when I make bad decisions? I realize I made a bad decision. I learn from it and move the fuck on. That's all you're supposed to do. That's how you become a better person in life. The problem is y'all stagnant and y'all want to stay in bad shit. Like, what you want me to ruminate and dwell on my bad decisions for the rest of my life? How the fuck am I ever supposed to grow? What else am I to do,
I don't
Tyrone?
want you to dwell on your bad decision. I'm not saying that. I want you to recognize and grow and acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to bring you peace, and you pray for peace
How
over
do
your
you know that
situation.
these women who got a divorce have not acknowledged their wrong?
I mean, I'm not saying that all of them are, but a lot of them speak from projection. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna add
In what
this.
way?
And
They speak
they be
from projection or
projecting.
experience.
Hold
They
on. Hold
they speak from
on.
experience and projection. And what I seen on TikTok, I seen a woman saying that nowadays it's like women are saying that okay, all BLK men is bad. It's women out here that's saying all of us is bad, right? But back in the day, they used to say people like the Boosies, people like the gangsters was bad. Now it's like all BLK men is bad. And she said that I'm the first one to say that Negroes ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it's starting to get a little out of hand. And that's
We talking
what
about the
me as
same
men is
Boosie
Okay.
saying.
who
Hold on.
bought
Hold
a.
on. Hold on. Hold on. This is why I told you to lock the fuck in, because you all over the place and we cannot have a conversation if you all over the place. You went from women getting married and needing to take responsibility to that to like Boosie and like rappers. No, lock in. I can't have a conversation with a motherfucker who haven't took their ADHD medication. Lock in.
And that's the point right there. It's like you guys don't know how to respond without combativeness and condescendingness.
It
Because I
doesn't
didn't
matter.
sit
Y'all
there.
literally will kill
Listen
us.
to me,
Because
sweetheart.
if I sit there and say
Hold
something,
on. It doesn't matter. Somebody needed to tell you that you're horrible at communication. I'm going to be the one. You're terrible. You're all over the place. You can't stick to one point. Learn from what I'm saying. Take accountability, because now you're blaming me because you lack communication skills. And I'm pointing that out to you that you're all over the place. And I had to remind you twice now to focus and stop going off on tangents. So now you're mad because your feelings are hurt. Instead of being like, oh shit, okay, my bad. Let me focus on one topic at a time and taking accountability for your actions, which I'm communicating to you. You're mad because I didn't hold your hand and say it. Sounds like you need to grow up or leave the panel. If you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen, because I'm not going to hold your hand. I don't even hold my nephew's hand.
man, y'all are
I'm
slight
sorry,
work.
Tyrone.
I'm not I'm not, I'm not, sensitive, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yes, you
what I
are.
Yeah,
was
You
you
just
are.
regarding
proved
to
it.
was
No,
you
you
said that
are
I need to go
sensitive.
take my ADH pills. And then if I said that you need to go
Yeah,
take
yeah.
your
Who did
crazy
that hurt
medicine
your
pills, you
feelings?
need to go take your schizophrenic pills or something.
It
If
wouldn't
I
hurt
would
my
have
feelings because I'm not schizophrenic.
and I am
Yeah, we can
ADHD,
tell.
but you know what I'm
Okay, then
saying?
I'm
Like
telling you to lock the
Ray
fuck
Charles
I'm
can
in.
see
also
that.
college educated, and then you also is interrupting me, and
Hold
then you
on,
ask me like,
sir. Do you think ADHD is calling someone dumb? Like, are you okay? Lock
Got
in. You all over the
ADHD too, and I
place.
need meds, and I can't follow the conversation. Like I wouldn't be able to lay out everything Lynn did. You said this, you said that. You said I can lay out the first point and last one. That's not an insult. You do need some help. You're off topic.
okay, anyway, it's like I'm trying to address y'all topic as best as I can, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a say something else, you guys lead in the eviction rates, and you guys make
Hold
more money.
Dog.
on. Hold
Y'all don't have
on.
Dog.
homes.
Hold on. We're
Yeah,
not doing this back and forth about what women are doing versus what women are not doing.
I mean, you
The
asked me the
conversation.
question.
Hold on. The conversation is, why do men blame women for the things that they are doing wrong? The men are doing it wrong in the fucking first place. Why are the men
Hey,
blaming the
Monica.
women for everything they do wrong?
Because you guys are narcissists. You guys want to sit here and point the finger at
And you're
everybody.
doing it. You're proving the point. You're
You
proving the
guys, I'm trying to
point.
answer you keep interrupting me. You guys are narcissists. You guys keep trying to
Thank you,
blame
Monica.
point the finger at Tim, Bob, and Dean instead of just pointing the finger at yourself.
Not
See, as
after you
African
pointed the
American
finger.
men, we will acknowledge what we messed up at. We will
No, you
acknowledge that. You know
won't.
what I'm
You're not
saying?
even doing it now.
I am acknowledging it.
You're just
Okay,
bumping your
I shouldn't have
gums.
said that you was being dismissive with ADHD. I shouldn't have said that, but you was
No,
interrupting
no,
me
no,
when I
no.
was trying to
We can
talk.
move on from that. We don't. You
I'm
don't
trying
need
to
to do
answer the
that.
prompt. I'm trying to
Ho-
answer the prompt, and
You're
you
not
interrupting me.
No,
though.
you
You're not
I
proving it.
answering the
literally. Why
prompt.
are women blame? Why are women blamed for everything that men do? I'm saying that men don't blame women for everything that like that's just like we don't blame y'all. And then to be honest, we not even engaging with y'all no more. That's
Okay,
the
let me ask
problem.
you a
We're
question.
Because y'all
Let me ask
we're
you
punk.
a
not even
question.
engaging
Hold
with
on,
y'all no more.
hold on,
That's
Monica.
hold
what's
on.
funny.
Let me ask you a question. Um, when it comes to the smack epidemic, those men who did that, right? Who sold smugs to the black community, they're the ones who are to blame, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So no woman has anything to do with that.
Okay, and we could just bring up stats like, yes, we sold to the community, but also you guys. I'm not gonna say all of y'all, but a lot of y'all put the men out the house in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys
Why he
perceive,
don't got his own
Why you don't
house?
got a
Why they
home?
don't got their own house?
It come up out of them.
but this back in the 70s and this the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Back
was
when
more of a
women were
unity back
only
then.
20 years or something removed from being able to own property?
Wait though. But it's our fault that they sold smugs to the community because we put them out the house.
Why
Who
they
are you
didn't have their
blaming?
own
Who are you
house?
blaming?
And
Why they
then
didn't
it's
have
like
their
when
own
I bring
house?
up a random stat like
No,
about
no,
evictions, you
address.
guys
Okay,
said
hey,
that
can
that
you
don't have
stay? Hold
nothing to
on.
do with
Before
it.
you move, hey, we both have
You brought
ADHD.
up
Slow
something
down.
in the
Slow
80s
down.
that don't have
Slow
nothing
down. We
to
both have
do with the
ADHD.
prompt.
Slow down.
Yeah, that
Let's
don't have
stay
nothing to
on
do
one
with the
point.
prompt
Let's stay
though.
on one point. The
Yeah.
men sold the smugs. You said it was the men's fault, right? But then
Yeah.
you said, but the women put them out the house. So is it our fault they sold the smugs because we put them out the house? Stay right there. Don't move.
No, I'm not saying that. But see, I can
Why
sit here
did you
and take
say that? Why couldn't you
accountability.
stay on the men? Why'd you move to
I
the
mean,
women? Stay on the
because
men.
you can't sit there and keep pointing the finger at the man
Why
all the
Because
not?
time.
he
That's
What?
y'all
said
Why
that
not?
it was
problem.
y'all fault.
Y'all keep wanting. It's like y'all give ill. There goes the man energy, and then
Hmm.
when I get on these TikTok panels, y'all be like, "Why don't men approach us no more?" Like, how
We
We
can
don't
don't.
we?
give
Let's
a
let's
We're
stay
Well,
on the
willing to
fuck.
stay.
point.
No,
lose
Let's
no,
stay
no,
on the
no,
y'all.
point.
no.
Actually,
Stay
that's
on.
really what's
Hold
going on.
on. That you have something wrong with your mic. It's causing like atrocious feedback.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not you. That. Um, sir, stay on topic. You don't see how you just blame the women for what the men did?
I didn't blame the women. I held
You
a small
did.
baby food
You
of accountability
no
for,
no no
oh,
no
maybe this
no
could be
no
a reason.
no. There needs to be no small baby food of accountability. That's what the prompt is about. That is something that the men did to destroy the community. And this is the thing. If we're talking about bodies of water, and I'm like, the oceans are the most like large body of water, right? And you say, well, what about fucking puddles? What the fuck are we talking about? Like, why are you bringing up puddles when we're talking about the ocean?
Well, she just brought up the 80s in
What?
the she just brought up what about the 80s? So, well, you just brought up, you said, what? I'm gonna ask you an example. What
I
about
gave
the
you an
80s and the
example,
crack
right?
epidemic? Did the men selling in the community? And I said yes, but that didn't have nothing to do with the prompt. And
It
I
has
didn't sit here
everything.
and
It's
say to
an
y'all that don't have nothing to do with the
example.
prompt.
Tyrone, Tyrone, it
Y'all
is
just
an
want to sit here and trauma dump on
example.
men, and we getting tired of it, bro. Like really, cuz
I
y'all
mean,
need
well,
to sit here and find a
yeah, because
solution.
it's okay. You don't want to be blamed for anything. You want a spoon baby fed,
I didn't do nothing to
spoonfuls
deserve the
of
hate that y'all
praise.
giving.
It's y'all gonna be fed up. It's okay. Nobody cares. We
Yeah,
don't
because
care.
how did you
Be
come?
wondering why
Like,
there's passport bros.
hold up, Tyrone, hold up, Tyrone. Y'all selling candy in the community literally destroy communities, destroy families for generations, and you like, what a woman put the man out. Like, why would that even come up? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all act like niggas just be homeless and ain't got no choice. Like, nobody was fucking hiring. Y'all claim y'all created infrastructure. Nobody wanted to go fucking build a train track or something. Y'all like, we just gotta sell candy in the community. The fuck? Y'all could
If resources was withheld from us, how we gonna build a train track
hold
when
up, hold up,
we
hold up,
can
hold up,
barely
hold
even
up,
get a
hold
loan
up,
in the bank?
hold up. And this is the
Like, come
weird
on, cuz
shit. Hold
think.
up, Tyrone, because it's interesting how black men want to explain racism to black women. Do you think resources was not withheld from us? You think somebody just gave us a house? The government just gave us a house, and you think it's unfair because you couldn't stay in it. That's what you think happened, Tyrone?
Man, it's like you trying to say why we didn't do this, why we didn't do that when we didn't even
Yeah,
have the
that's the
resources in the first place.
conversation.
It's like y'all want to sit here and y'all expect you. What I don't understand with BLK women, you guys know that we have been oppressed. We
Hold
we
up,
we
okay,
have
okay.
been
Hold up,
like
hold
You
the
don't
up.
know
lesser man, but
anybody
y'all
Hold
still
up,
oppressed,
hold
hold
sir.
us
up.
to the same
Hold up,
accountability as Caucasian
Tyrone.
men. That's it's baffling,
Tyrone.
bro.
Tyrone. I know black men love to be the victim. Black women also
Call
deal
the
with
victim. This is a victim
Tyrone.
prompt.
Black women also deal with racism and oppression. Matter of fact, we also have to deal with sexism. We experience more oppression than y'all do. And you mad because we don't be taking care of y'all? What kind of bitch shit is that?
See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all keep saying that
No,
You,
we
we
Monica?
struggle more
know,
than
we
y'all. We
know,
do stuff.
Tyrone. We know we're the problem. We are aware. We're taking accountability right here, right now. Tara, me, Summer, Liz, we are the fucking problem. We are rude. We're combative. We don't give a fuck. We cut off men. We don't give a fuck what y'all think about. It is now
Antoine.
your turn to take accountability. Either you're going to have the conversation through that or you're going to get the fuck on. But you don't have to keep pointing it out to us. We fucking know. And we're not changing at all. At
I'm not trying to
all.
get you to change. If it's anything,
And
in
we
my
not
opinion,
blaming
I
y'all,
want
so why
women to
can't y'all take
become
accountability
womenist.
without
I
blaming us?
want
If we take
BLK
Hold on,
accountability
women.
without
let
blaming
that
y'all,
go. Hold up, Tyrone. Go ahead.
okay, so first I'm gonna adjust the prompt. Why are women blamed for everything that men do? Cause y'all are fucking weird. Y'all don't know how to. You literally, it's not one topic that all these ladies on this panel then gave you that's 100% men fault that you've been. But the women, y'all cannot just simply take that shit and take accountability and not blame anybody else for it. That was y'all fault. You sitting up here saying y'all was kicking the men out. Okay, but y'all had the right to have houses way before us. Why the fuck you in that lady house? Why you at that lady house? Why you not in your own shit? Why you couldn't keep up with your own shit to be in instead of being at that lady house? Like, damn, y'all always got to coop up at a bitch house. Why y'all don't got y'all own stuff? That's crazy. No, I'm talking about everything. Y'all mad because it's true. Y'all don't be having shit. That's why y'all be at a bitch house all the time. That's why y'all, oh, I want to spend the night. That's why it's a bunch of homosexuals that's DL sitting up in people's house. Ladies don't know that they bringing their homeboys over there to do whatever the fuck they doing because that nigga need a place to stay. Y'all niggas are bums. Y'all don't have nowhere to fucking be. Period.
Man, it's off the tight time. Like nowadays, bro, and that's why women are starting to get mad nowadays because it's like men will really sleep on the ground before sleeping at y'all house, and it's gonna get to a point with that. With me,
Why haven't
honestly,
y'all been sleeping on the
I
ground
wouldn't even.
Hold
already?
on,
Why
y'all.
haven't
Let
y'all
him
been sleeping on the ground
respond.
already?
I wouldn't even me personally, bro. I wouldn't even like change our mindset. I don't want to change our mindset. To be honest, I want more African American women to become feminists and get into the womanism because I want y'all to sit here because y'all talking points are so absurd. And it's like I feel like you guys are starting to hate BLK men as much as white people hate us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, if you gonna start hating us like Caucasian people starting to hate us, I want y'all to like genuinely, I want y'all to just
Maybe
turn
if
up
we
with it.
had
I
been
want y'all to
hating
be
y'all
in
that
y'all
bad,
big
we
girl
wouldn't have been
era
going through everything that we
because
went
we're
through
gonna
because we
leave
would have
y'all
been
alone.
stopped fucking with y'all. If we
Hold
really just
on.
hated y'all that bad, we should have been doing that.
Man,
Hold
to be
Honestly, we
on.
honest,
should have been doing that.
Hold
y'all
on.
tried,
Hold
but it's like
on. Hold on. Black women are the arbiters of blackness. You're the mutation. We started blackness. We are why blackness exists. Why the fuck will we hate what we create? We are the reason why blackness and black pride and black power exists. Don't ever get that twisted. We're literally holding up the community and the love and the joy for blackness on ourselves, by ourselves. Y'all don't give a fuck about blackness or black people. Don't ever get that the fuck twisted. We are the creators of melanin. Literally. Blackness started from a black woman, not a black man. Are you fucking slow? Why would we ever hate blackness? Black boy joy, black women created that shit for y'all. Black Girl Magic, black women created that shit for y'all. The love for 4C, 4B, kinky hair texture, black women created that. The unpacking of colorism, black women are spearheading that. What the fuck are you talking about? Black women went to the Supreme Court to fight for everything black. A black woman right now in California started the George Floyd Protection Act, trying to push it through Congress so police brutality cannot exist. Black women are the arbiters of blackness. For all that we give a fuck about, y'all are the ones who don't give a fuck about blackness. We do. We're the most race loyal. We're the most race loyal. How the fuck can you say that?
You guys are the most race loyal, but we
because
keep trying to
we care
tell
about
you.
blackness,
We
not
keep trying to
you.
tell y'all to become like passport girls because you guys know who the best shit
You
is. You
don't
guys sit here
understand.
and bash
We can
BLK men.
listen. You don't understand. We can exist in blackness alone. We don't need y'all to contribute in blackness. That's how black as fuck we are as black women. We can exist in blackness by ourselves.
But
We
stop
don't
being
need
mad at the
counterparts.
passport bros. Y'all be
It don't
sitting there.
matter. We don't care what y'all do. We know y'all don't
Y'all
care about
can't
the
afford
community.
the
We do not
passport, bitches. That's why
care.
y'all coming back over here, because y'all fucking broke. See,
No, we're
go
not.
sleep
We're
on the
still
ground like you
growing in
said and
numbers.
stop trying to be cheap with bitches. Go
No,
sleep
we're
on the
not trying to
ground
be
like you
cheap with
said.
y'all.
All
See,
of y'all
that's
need to
y'all
go sleep on
problem.
the ground
If
like
you're
you
not my
said.
wife, I'm not
Like you said,
obligated. You're
nobody
not
has to be your
obligated to
wife.
give
That's
me
why y'all trying to
schmecks,
get passports.
and
That's
I'm
why
not
y'all sending y'all
obligated to
whole
give
little
you no
check
money.
to go
And
through
there
the process to get a passport.
there is, if we're not your property, and I'm using air quotations in the word of Libby, you don't give a fuck about anybody else besides the women who are in proximity to you. And that's my point. You don't give a fuck about blackness. You don't
I
give a
do.
fuck, because let me tell you something. If a black woman were to see a black child outside in distress, she don't give a fuck who that child belongs to. She's going to help that child, not you. Not you.
And you
Y'all don't give
can't
a
say
fuck
that
about the
because I just
community. You
seen
only give a
a
fuck about yourself.
BLK
So don't
woman.
you, no. Don't you dare tell black women that they're the closest to YT supremacy. No, you
You
got
guys
black
are.
women fucked up.
You guys are.
Black women are the reason why blackness still exists today. Leave it up to y'all. We would be mixed with every and any fucking body, because y'all don't like blackness, not us.
We
And
love blackness, but it's like
No, y'all
economically, it's hard to already grow as BLK people in the first place economically because we have been economically excluded by the
You
Can
can't
I
make any
finish,
point.
man?
Fuck no, you can't, because you're not on
God, bro,
topic.
that's your
Stay on
problem. You
topic.
want to sit there
Stay on
and y'all
topic. You
just be
just
so
said
quick
black
of
women
being
need to be
combative with a
passport
man.
girls,
Stop
but then
interrupting
you
me.
want to talk about, I don't give a fuck about what you have to say. That's the difference between me and most of the other people on the panel. I don't really care about what you have to say. So this is the thing. You said that we need to be passport girls and all of that, but you also
I'm not even
stated that
black.
you're not dating black women because of all of these
You're
other
not even
things.
black.
Why are you speaking on black women as a whole if you actually aren't dating them, don't experience them, none of these things? Like
Because that hoe ain't got
To
nothing
be
better to
honest,
talk
have you
you're
about.
dated
one
a
foot
black
in
man
and one
before?
foot out at the same time,
Hoe
and
ain't
it's
got
like
nothing.
just step all the way out and go date boys like you really want to do. I
He a
digress.
punk.
I mean, and that's your problem. Y'all be sitting here
Yes, tell me
like,
what's my
no, hold on,
problem.
man.
Tell
Y'all
me
be
what's my
sitting here
problem.
advocating for pride rights, but y'all so dismissive. Y'all so quick to use a derogatory term. Y'all be
No, we
saying,
accept
"Hey,
you for
we're
being a
for
punk.
pride
That's
people. We
not a
You
for
can't
pride
answer my
people."
derogatory.
But as
question.
soon as you
You
see,
can't
because
answer
I'm
my
not down
question. You
low,
can't answer
I am a
anybody's question
heterosexual. Stop
because you can't
interrupting me.
form a
That's your
single
problem.
linear thought. You
That's your
can't form a
problem.
single linear thought
You,
because you're too
I
deep in your
bet you that you
feelings.
love the
I don't know if
pride
your
people,
Darian is
but you be
on.
so quick to call
Listen,
somebody gay. That's your problem.
no,
Ain't nothing wrong
you're
with
acting
being gay,
feminine,
baby.
and
Y'all
I
are
relate
cowards.
Being gay ain't
femininity.
Coward.
derogatory.
You a
How is
coward,
that?
bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I
being
didn't
You
even
a
gay.
call you gay.
coward.
You a
I said
coward
go
for
date
not
boys
being
You a
like
I
you
had
want
coward.
far too many
to.
people talking.
I
Make
didn't
me
even
sick.
call
Y'all
you
make me
gay.
sick,
I
bro.
said
Y'all be
go date
sitting here.
boys like you
let
Y'all
me
want
be
to.
tell
You
you
can
wanting
be
to.
something though.
bisexual,
Hold
and I don't have a
on.
problem
Y'all
with
be
anybody.
wanting a straight man
Hold
to
on.
support the pride.
Hold on. The
Y'all don't even support the
G4Y.
pride movement.
Hold on. I had a conversation with the gay community last night, and they said that y'all sassy. The gay men said, "Who gonna be the boys?" So y'all
Who
trying to make
cares?
fetch happen. Hold on. Y'all trying to make fetch happen and it's not gonna happen. You're calling y'all sassy is not homophobic. It's
Can I
it's
say something?
it's calling a spade a spade.
Bro, we don't care about no gay dude opinion in the community
Okay,
because y'all don't
well,
even respect gay men. Y'all be saying that,
okay.
oh, we
But
for
y'all
pride
do.
rights,
But
but
y'all
y'all be
do.
calling straight men gay.
But
That's
y'all
y'all
That's
do.
not.
Can
problem.
I
Hold
say
Cause
on.
y'all
something?
DL.
Hold on.
That's
Calling a
not
straight
pride
man. Hold on.
progressivism.
Calling a straight man gay is not homophobic, and it's not. It's not banned. It's not being derogatory towards gay men. That's what you don't understand. Y'all are trying to use that. Y'all trying to weaponize that to get women to stop calling y'all zesty, down low, or sassy.
But
Right?
y'all
You're
can be
trying to
gay and we don't judge
hold
y'all.
on. Y'all are trying to use that to stop us from doing it, but it's not gonna work. The only way it's gonna stop, the only thing that's gonna stop us from doing it is if y'all stop being sassy.
So y'all
Can,
can be gay and y'all can go fuck each other and y'all can sit there and eat y'all coochie and we don't
Yup.
call y'all
Hold
gay,
on.
but it's just women power,
Hold
right?
on. Yeah,
can I
But
say
yeah, we're
something?
not, we
but
don't have a
but the
problem with
problem is
Immediately.
homophobia,
if a
so it
man
Yeah.
don't
is
matter
down
to
low and
us.
he's afraid to come out, then you should
Why are
help
you
him come
afraid to
out
come
if
out?
you with
Because
the pride
no, we
community.
don't.
Why
We
That's
do
need to
I
y'all
help
have to
y'all with
problem.
help
shit.
nobody
Just
come
come out
out?
and be
What's
who
the
you
Can
are.
I
We don't
say
need to
something?
fucking help you
On my
be
mom,
yourself,
y'all,
nigga. Be
y'all be
yourself.
saying that
What are you
y'all don't
talking
Oh,
about?
support
my
gay
mama.
people
Oh, my
anyway.
mama.
Y'all just
Hold up.
posers.
Hold up.
Y'all
Who is
just
talking? It's too
posers.
many people at one time. Hold up.
Yeah. I don't
Hold
know.
up, Green. It's not you either. Let Neat go, and then we go
Neat.
to Green Ranger.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
I just wanted to go back to him talking about passport bros. They're literally unaliving people in that country that's doing that to their women. Y'all are literally getting stranded over there. Y'all literally paying for punani over there. And think we supposed to accept that
Thank you,
here?
Chad.
And y'all
I
have
want you.
nothing?
That's why we going over there.
Y'all don't
But you
have
can't
Hold
anything.
up.
afford it
Y'all are
over
Hold up.
there.
getting
And
Stop
you pay
stranded.
because it's
interrupting.
cheaper.
Stop
Y'all are
interrupting. Let her
getting
Okay, some of
finish.
us is getting
stranded
stranded,
there.
but the
Y'all are getting unalive there because they're noticing that y'all are trying to buy punani there and doing that to their women. What are you talking about? My thing
Wait,
is,
why are y'all even bringing, like, who cares? Like, fuck them. I don't give a fuck. Stop telling them that. Who cares? Keep going over there.
yes,
Shit.
that's
The
what I was
fuck?
about to say. We want y'all to go over there because y'all really don't.
Arrivederci.
we're
The fuck?
going.
Y'all
Y'all should
don't
go over there
contribute
too and
anything
start
to the
getting on these
community.
TikTok channels
Y'all
and stop
don't
talking about
stand for
black
the
men all the
community.
time.
Y'all are too individualistic. Y'all don't have nothing going for yourselves. You got the highest incarceration rates, the lowest education rates. Y'all not employed. Y'all don't have no money. Y'all don't own houses. What are you talking about? Yet we had to deal with racism, sexism, and everything else and still have the most degrees, the most educated, and we're buying houses and have businesses. We don't need you black men. We're leading this shit. We're the fucking blueprint. Get it right.
Okay, and I'm
Hold up,
saying
Tyrone.
you guys don't
Tyrone, hold
need us, and
up.
that's
Hold
fine.
up. Go ahead, Green Ranger, and then we'll open the panel back up.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? For real, I think that there is a lot of issues on both sides of the field, straight men, and straight women, both and gay
Hey,
men
Tasha,
and
hold up.
everything.
The emphasis on straight is crazy. Are you talking about the prompt?
Yeah, I was getting to that. I was
Okay.
just trying to go into it. But as far as the whole
Wait, are
prompt and
you
the whole
straight?
sassy,
Are you gay?
No, he not
yeah, I'm
straight.
gay.
Oh, you gay? Okay, got it.
So as a gay man that operated in this world, I came out around 1920ish. Most of
You
my
came out in
interactions are with.
You came out
1920.
in 1920?
I said I came out
Damn.
when I was 19 or
Oh,
20,
okay,
around
okay.
that.
We heard him. I think he's a time traveler.
Now go
I
ahead.
came out,
Now go ahead,
and
Alvin. Go ahead and finish.
most of my interactions, like I said, is around black women and black men. So when it comes to the homophobic and the whole issue and everything, all that type of issue, let me put it like this. In my experience with black men, you may experience, let's say like physical. I'm not gonna say necessarily physical homophobia. More like you can get like somebody either like looking at you crazy, or might feel like somebody might get aggressive with you, or might be like, "Why are you looking at me, bro?" Da 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 da. And as far as the black woman homophobic energy is the energy of hanging out. Yes, we are cool, we are cool hanging out, do your hair, do makeup, X, Y, and Z, da 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 da. And the next thing you know, you're talking about me. Or if your boyfriend says some gay homophobic stuff, saying something, you're agreeing with it. Just yeah,
How does
that
that
Right,
relate? Hold on, how does that relate to the prompt?
can I get?
I ain't even gay.
It's trying to get, and it's trying to get in there.
Yes, you is.
And
Yes,
and
you are,
even with
Tyrone.
the way, even with y'all, like and it's like y'all quick. Everybody is
I'll
quick
fuck your mama.
to say something versus just trying to like hear the whole thought out. But with the black woman homophobic, what's the name that I've experienced, it's
Hold on,
very.
Green Ranger. How does that relate to the prompt?
I am trying to get there, but every time I start the middle of my
No, because you're not. Hold up.
you interrupt the beginning.
No, you want to
The
talk about
beginning of your
homophobia
sentence interrupt the
from black
middle of my
women.
sentence.
That doesn't
I'm
relate to
trying
the
to
prompt.
get,
Like I just said,
ma'am.
y'all
I
are
am
extremely
literally trying
homophobic.
to
Like this
talk
Hold
to
bitch.
up,
you,
hold
and you
up, hold
can't
up.
even have a.
Hold up, Green Ranger. No, you venting like you would have got somewhere close to it by now. The prompt is about men blaming women. Are you here as
Yes,
an
no. This is what I'm
example?
trying to. This is what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying
So
to tell
you're
you
here
my
as an
thought process
example.
before. No,
Go
yes, I
ahead.
always. When I would say this, I personally do think that calling straight men sassy or X, Y, and Z is a sense of homophobic. And I'm telling you, and y'all can sit up here and say it's not or it is. That's like somebody white telling you what's appropriate for how
No, it's
somebody feels
not.
about
No,
No,
it's
it's
black
not.
not.
That
hair.
was a
No, it's
reach.
Listen,
not. No,
please,
the fuck
No,
it's not.
y'all.
please,
It's not.
He here.
Y'all,
Hold up,
y'all
y'all.
can get
please
back
let
in the
me.
queue.
Oh my
Go ahead and
God.
Green
get back in the
Ranger.
queue.
Hold up. Green Ranger is here to prove a point. Like you're proving the
What are you
prompt
talking
true.
about? You're not
Hold
letting me
up,
talk.
hold up. The
You're
prompt
literally.
is about men blaming women, and you up here blaming women. Like you came up here to prove the prompt true. I appreciate you for
What are
doing
you
that.
talking about? I haven't got my thought out. I'm trying to tell you what my experience was. I haven't even told you what I'm really thinking about. But every time I start my sentence, you are interjecting in it. You have yet to let me get a full thought out. But you can talk if you want to.
What else? What further do you have
What
to say?
I'm telling you from my perspective of hearing my black friends, my black girls, mind you, I'm a black man too, when we are all hanging out, right? And you're telling me, oh, we cool, we besties, we da 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 da, you love me, you love this. And then the moment he does something wrong, and it doesn't even have to be about anything that he's doing gay, it's sassiness or you doing this, and granted,
You
it
must
can
be
be. Let
slow.
me my thought,
No, you
please,
must
woman.
be
If you could just.
slow. That's not the topic.
Now you see what straight men go through, Green Ski, cause you can't even get a thought.
How about you get back in the queue too? If
What are
y'all
you talking
interrupt,
about?
y'all can get back
And
in the queue.
I was trying to land the plane with when we're talking about this whole DL, even like when we're talking about the whole DL
DL is
thing,
not
right?
the
In the blank.
topic. You must
Okay, what
can't
was I about to
read.
say? What was I about to say then? You know what I'm about to say so much. Tell me what I was about to say because you
We
are
about to say
Professor
some
X and you
bullshit.
can read. No, 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 no. Tell me
No, you
exactly what I
about
was
to
about
say
to say
some
because you're
bullshit.
smart. You are very intelligent and you can tell me what I was about to say. You have
I
no
So
problem
like,
know.
with being wrong.
hold
No,
on, Green Ranger, calm
y'all can
down.
cut me
Ho-
off, but y'all.
Green Ranger, let's reset. Calm down. I would like
Why
to
am I
respond to.
have to?
Calm down. I would like to respond to what you have already said. You can't keep making new points that I can't respond to.
I can't hear you.
I
Y'all
need
can't let me get my thought out. I have literally
Green
let y'all
Maybe
talk.
it's
Ranger.
me.
You have made several points. I need to respond to one of them. God damn. This motherfucker want to keep going on a rant instead of making one point and letting somebody respond to that motherfucker point. I wanted to ask him, how is it homophobic? How is it homophobic? How is it homophobic calling a straight man sassy? Explain to me how it's homophobic.
No, he wanna use his identity to
Hold
say you
on,
can't. Oh, he's
hold
No,
back.
on,
what?
Sorry.
Summer.
Okay. Would you like me to explain it, Summer, or
Yeah,
you
go
want to talk?
ahead.
Stop whining and talk, bitch.
District. Wow. Oh my God. Like I have yet to call you out your name or anything, but the way
Go
it's
ahead, explain.
disrespectful
Do it.
and
Do it. Quick.
homophobic is because if that's like me calling you my friend and I say, "Oh, I love your hair texture. I love your skin. I love you as a person." And then if I'm like, let's say somebody else of difference, right? White, Asian, anything, of any type of anything, and then I see somebody else of a different shade that probably have, let's say, just as curlier hair or thick hair, and I'm like, oh, why is that unmanageable? Or something like that. And I'm talking down on the next person that resembles a person that I actually am telling you them that I admire and things like that. So even this whole sassy conversation and
Okay,
stuff
hold
like
on,
that,
hold on, hold
this sass
on,
because
hold
that's what I'm
on,
telling you. It feels like as a black gay
hold
man that grows up in this
on.
world, when y'all black women says the sassy stuff.
Green
Okay,
Ranger,
I gotta
you
hold
need
on.
to learn
All
how to
right,
have a conversation. You can't
I
keep
do,
going
I
on.
do.
Hold
I'm so glad I
on.
screen recorded this whole
Hold
conversation because that is
on.
crazy that I got.
Hold on. God damn. Do you know the meaning of the word sassy?
I know what it's being used as.
Do you know the meaning of the word
I know the
sassy?
context of the word sassy. I
Given
know what it's being used as.
context. Oh,
You want me to tell you what it's
hold
being?
on,
Okay, when
hold
do you
on,
use
hold on, hold on,
sassy?
hold on. When gay men are called sassy, who are they saying the gay men are acting like?
What are you talking? Acting like nothing.
When a
I
gay
get
man
called
is called
sassy
sassy, why are they calling him sassy?
because he could be feminine.
Okay, so if we're calling a
A
man
straight man
sassy,
feminine. What is he not
hold
supposed to
on,
be
hold
in
on,
his?
hold on, hold on. If a woman is calling a man sassy, then who is she saying he's acting like?
As a straight woman, do you ever be in masculine energy at all?
Answer the question.
What's wrong about having feminine energy?
No.
So why do you bring it?
It's
Why do you call it as a derogatory statement if
you
it's not a bad thing?
hold on. It's
Make it make
nothing
sense.
wrong. Hold on. I'm about to make it make sense.
Okay.
It's nothing wrong with having feminine energy to
So why you
women.
use it as an insult?
Hold on.
You use it as an
Because
insult.
hold on. The actual definition of the word
Oh my God, you about to
sassy,
give me a definition of sassy
I
when you're telling me the way you use
am,
it. Use it in a context in the way
and
you
I'm using
use
it in
it.
context, I am, because I'm intelligent enough to do so. Clock
Okay,
that.
speak on it. Oh,
I'm
clock
clocked all the
it.
way the fuck
Clock it.
in. Sassy is literally meant that you talk back or you're acting rude, right? That's what it means. So when women are calling men sassy, the reason why women were called sassy is because we talked back and men perceived it as rude. Men are acting sassy now. They love to talk back and be
Well, to be
rude.
honest, if you really want to get context to everything, women
Go
weren't supposed to
ahead.
be talking or even engaging in a conversation with men. So if y'all want to uphold the patriarchal
Says who?
energy, the reason that they have that statement where it says "stay out of men's business," when what's the name and all that comes from women not supposed to be able to talk and not supposed to be able to engage in a conversation with men. And whenever we are talking, you're supposed to shut up. So if that's not, and I'm not saying that that's what you're supposed to be doing, but I'm telling you, if you're trying to uphold this whole, oh, girls should be in girls' business and men should be in men's business, the where that originated
I
from
never
is
said
because
that.
no, listen, that's where you're
I
coming
never
from. This
said
is
that.
so. Why do you feel as though
Nothing
that
to
men
do with
can't argue
anything.
back?
I
Why do
never
you
said
feel as
that.
though okay, let me draw the lines for you. You said that sassy is about talking back or argumentative. Do you not feel as though that men can be argumentative with women? Do you not feel as though that men and women can have a disagreement or argue? Where is the sassiness at? Because the definition that
It's
you
on the
said was about
panel with Green
talking back.
Ranger.
No. You said that you read me a definition of sassy, right?
You're being
Wait, can I say?
sassy.
Sassy.
Can I
I'm
say
being
also?
sassy. I'm a gay
It
man.
comes
I said
This
I'm
is
from.
word
sassy.
salad.
Sassy,
it comes
you
from the
said
fact that
it.
men are
I
supposed to hold on.
already said I said that I
Green,
didn't.
hold on, chill. Men are supposed to be stoic.
Sassy.
Men
Don't
say
tell me
they're
what men are
stoic. Hold
supposed
on,
to be.
shut
That is
up.
not real.
Chill, wait.
That's
Don't
social
come off
Chill.
mute
norms.
again because I want to talk after Summer. Don't come off mute again or I'm dropping
You're
you.
And then after she speaks, you can answer. Just chill for a minute. Take a breath.
y'all
Write it
want rights,
down.
but then y'all want us to
Oh, you're
uphold
gonna
other
get
stuff.
dropped. Control yourself. Control yourself. Anyway, men are supposed to be stoic, right? That's what they say. I don't argue with women. I'm the leader. I'm the da 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 da. It has changed, and now they want to go back and forth and argue and whatnot. I don't have no issue with somebody being rainbow, being gay. That's fine. And the fact is, I'm not insulting them by saying, haha, you're lower than. These niggas really is gay. These men really do be doing stuff with each other. These men really don't like women or care about women's pleasure or care about what women have to say. When I say it, I really, really mean it. And also, that's what the whole thing of trade is. You think we don't know that men that we think or people think is straight? Anyway, this is not the topic. I'm really annoyed that y'all even get us off the point while he come up here and blame women anyway. Go ahead, Luz.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, the men called women sassy, and, like, it was never an issue when just women were called that, but suddenly it's an issue when men are called that.
Yeah, and it was
Why?
black
But
women
I mean,
specifically,
it's
right?
perfectly in context. But he was being sassy. Like, he wasn't even. This is the thing. There's a difference between having a conversation and disagreeing and allowing the other person to speak and having a back and forth dialogue about the differences and why it might be right, why it might be wrong. But the sassiness is the over talking, the trying to fit so many thought points out at once, not letting somebody respond to one talking point at a time. You got to go on a long tangent, give examples that don't even have anything to do with the first point that you made. You just want to get your shit off. That, like, the colloquial term, you're getting your shit off. That's what you want to do. You want to talk at us, not with us. That's sassiness. If you're trying to talk at us, I'm gonna call you sassy. Why are you not able to shut the fuck up and let somebody respond? Because you're sassy. That's what it is. Like, what the fuck? And him thinking it has anything to do with gayness, like another co-opted term, like y'all thinking that, oh, y'all, it's homophobic. How is it homophobic when sassy is a word that was used to demean women? Like, let's start there. Y'all
Who
learn
paid
the
you to start this
etymology of the
live?
word.
I got a question.
Answer the
Respond to the
prompt
prompt
first.
first.
Why are women blamed for everything men do? It's because some men are insecure. That's true. But my question is, who paid you to start this live? Like, all three of y'all are over the age of
Wait,
30
your
arguing with
response was
random
that's
men
true?
online. No, you ain't hear what I said before that.
Who paid you to join the live?
Who paid you to start this live?
Who paid you to join the live?
Nobody.
Okay.
But y'all are three grown women. You
And
don't
you're
know
a
each
grown
other.
man, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a grown man, but
Okay.
you talking about stuff that don't matter. The
To
world is
who?
ended
Then
Don't
why are
matter
you
to
here?
who?
You've been in the comments,
because you
like,
guys
for
are
a long
bird
time
brains.
now.
You have all three. You have bird
Did
brains.
you
You
say the
don't
world
think.
is ending?
You heard me, bruh.
Is that what you said? The world is ending?
Yeah.
Why do you think the world is ending?
Because
Apart from
y'all
that,
are
bro.
literally
Apart
losing
from
y'all.
that.
Tyrone, nobody's talking to
Apart
you.
from that, like, if you can't see what's going on in the world and say this
What's
is
going on
important,
in the world?
I'm not finna explain it to you because you know what's going
I'm
on in
trying
the
to have
world.
dialogue with you.
No, you
Are
Bro,
you
can't.
you
You
know
gonna
can't
what's
just give
going
like
on in the
participate?
cryptic
world, bro.
answers though. like if you're gonna say like what's going, if your point is that there's stuff going on in the world, therefore whatever, you need to actually elaborate and explain yourself
Okay,
and form a full thought.
the US dollar is going to collapse.
And
US
what does that
society is.
look like? The dollar collapsing.
That's not the end of the world, by the way. That's the end of the U.S. But go ahead,
Nah, that
continue.
is end of the world because everybody go off the dollar.
What does the dollar collapsing look like?
It look like chaos. But that's not the point.
I
What
mean,
I came
you brought it
what I
up. I'm
came on
just
here
trying
to say
to
is who
engage with
paid y'all to
you.
start this live?
I mean, we're on we're on what you're talking about now. So we're no longer talking about the topic. So what if the US dollar collapsing, has that happened before in history?
No, not on a scale like this.
Not on a scale like this, no. Did you learn about the Great Depression?
Yeah. And it's not gonna be as bad as this. No child let
Really?
Yes, really.
But still, okay. So that's not the topic. It is true that this stuff is falling
Other
down. Whatever. That's
countries
not. Hold on. That has nothing to do with the world ending. But
The world's not fucking ending.
it's not ending. But if okay, so your point is the U.S. dollar's collapsing. You think the world is ending. It doesn't matter that women are blamed for everything.
I'm just saying it don't matter. Like
How
all
does
these
how does it not
conversations
matter?
we're
Tell us
having
how it
don't
don't
matter.
matter.
Like these conversations
Why does
we're
it
having don't
not?
matter.
Why does it not matter?
Cause y'all
And
Because
Summer,
it's
I
just a
just want to
big
know, like,
distraction.
what is he doing for the preparing of the collapse of the world? Like, he
cause
on
like
TikTok
wait,
with us.
hold on.
What are you doing to prepare for the collapse of the world?
I'm getting educated.
When the
And what
when
is
the
that
world
gonna
ends,
do?
when the
If the
dollar
So
world
I can know
collapses,
what
are
to
you
do.
gonna
So I
blame
can know what to
women? You guys
do.
are gonna blame women though, so that's so
No,
okay. This is
like
relevant.
see,
This is a
you're a
relevant
bird brain, you're a
conversation.
robot. That doesn't matter. You having a gender war online. That don't matter.
Why are you
There's a
on TikTok if nothing matters because the world is collapsing? You need to get off TikTok and you need to build a storm shelter
build your
and like
bunker.
No,
like
I'ma
start
leave.
like
I'ma leave. I'm
jerking
leaving this
meat.
country. Y'all got it.
But you
I
said the
mean,
world
Gucci,
is the
but
U.S.
they
the
got it.
world, or
No,
because you
like
said the world
They
was
got
ending.
it.
Now
the
now
world
you
is
can leave the
drastically
world.
gonna be changed if the
Hold
US
on,
dollar
hold on,
collapses.
hold on. You said the world is ending, so you're gonna leave the world because the U.S. is not the world.
No, quit trying to make me sound dumb.
No, you are dumb. You're doing a
30-year-old
good job of
woman.
it yourself. You dumb as
I'm
fuck.
dumb. You're on TikTok live making
You're on
jingles.
here with
You
me,
can't
dummy.
change
I
nothing with
I
this
ain't lie,
prompt. You
brother.
just want to argue
You
with
low
I want to
key.
know if he built a storm shelter. Like, what you doing? Are you collecting pew pews or
That's what
like?
I said. I was like, did he
That's
build a bunker?
that's what
Like,
we
I'm
gonna have to
confused.
do.
What are you doing, sir? Because I might want to come over there with you. Are you like
I'm gonna
learning
just
to
leave the
hunt?
country.
Or okay, well,
The world is
All right,
ending.
the
What
world
kind of
is
shit you
I
said? The
agree
ending.
with
world.
You
the
don't
females, bro,
understand
but
what
you
I
low
mean.
key
What
on
I
some
meant
bullshit
is
right now, bro.
U.S. society as we know it is gonna end,
That's not the world.
or Western society.
Have you ever
I
been
said that,
outside?
and you
Hold on. Have you
said
ever
no,
been
the whole
outside the
world, because
country?
Hell yeah.
Because you couldn't have if you think the U.S. is the world.
No, the U.S. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Hold
If
up.
the
No,
U.S.
do you
No,
not
you
understand?
misspoke.
Hold up. You don't understand what BRICS is, dummy. Like,
Don't call me a
the world.
dummy,
Hold
fat
up.
hoe.
Don't be a dummy if you don't want to be called one. That's fucking weird.
I can
You
hear
don't know
the
what you're
bass in
talking.
your
Hold
voice.
up.
Watch your mouth.
Hold up. No, you stupid. Fuck is he talking about the world about to end? Nigga, go put your aluminum hat on and shut the fuck up.
See, you're a robot. Like I said, you're a robot.
he said
Continue to
everything is
have
based on the
You
dollar,
sound
but
meaningless
like
I'm gonna
Corey
leave
arguments
the
from Love
country
online
and I'm
with
gonna be
people
okay.
because you're 30 years old and you're lonely and nobody likes you in real life.
Well, who
You
cares?
just
The world
you're
is
embarrassed
ending.
because
I'm
you look
Who
crying.
stupid
cares
right
if we're
now.
lonely? The world
The
is ending,
sky,
Robot.
nigga.
Lynn, the
Robot.
sky is falling. The sky is
Robot.
falling. Run for your
More
life. The
robot.
sky is falling.
Like, and let me tell you
Robot.
something. Let me tell you
All
something.
right.
If the world is ending, you so this is exactly where I want to fucking be. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing if the world is going in? What am I supposed to be doing? Going to work? The
Just keep
world is
watching Love
ending.
Island and arguing with
Why
people
the fuck
online.
would I
Keep doing
clock
what you're doing.
in?
See,
Nigga, are you? Hold on,
These be the same
Liz.
girls that go on baddies and fight.
Liz,
Oh, for
if
real.
the
Like,
world
they're
is
just
ending, should I go
unconscious.
clock into work?
Tap
Should I go
into
pay
your
my
spiritual
rent?
world,
Like,
bro.
No,
He
if
said the
anything,
women
we should
on
go.
here arguing about, not arguing, but having a discourse about why women are blamed for the things men
No, I
do. He
said
said
you.
we're the
I
type of
said
women
you
that go on
three.
baddies. That go on baddies. This
You
is
see
so
how y'all
funny.
only respond to things
This
you know
is,
how to
but you're
respond to?
blaming us. See, you're
Like a
doing it. You're
bird.
doing the thing. You just said go watch Love Island, like as if we're supposed to do something to make the world
The
not
world
end.
ending because of
right.
women.
Bree, if the world is ending, why the fuck are the Knicks fans celebrating that the Knicks
It's
just
because they're
won?
dumb like y'all. They're bird brains like you
So why
guys.
aren't you talking to them instead of us? And you're talking
All
to
right,
Because
us.
this
we
is the
got
first
to
live I
switch this
What
seen.
are they
topic up.
dumb for? Are they dumb for enjoying basketball?
Why are you acting stupid on purpose? You
I'm
seen what
asking
happened in
a
New York.
question. What are they dumb for? Are they
You're
dumb for
acting
enjoying
slow on
basketball?
purpose.
No, you can't answer a question because you can't form a
You
linear
seen what they
thought.
did. Multiple people were shot, multiple people were injured, and people
What are
got
you
killed
talking
too.
about? I asked, what are they dumb for? How are they dumb for celebrating the Knicks win? Are they dumb
Bro,
for
it's cause
celebrating it while there's bad things going on in the world? Is that the point that you're
you see how
making?
you're acting dumb on
This guy's
purpose.
just trying to
I asked you
derail.
calling me dumb and I never disrespected you. I genuinely want to
No.
know why you believe the Knicks fans are not smart for celebrating the Knicks win, and the Knicks haven't had a dub since I think it was 70
It's
something.
because
Bro,
people
don't even
died,
speak to her.
people
No,
got
that's
shot,
I'm a,
people
hold
were
up.
injured. Can
That's
you use your
stupid
brain?
Tyrone,
because
shut up.
by
You
that
said you would fuck my mom.
hold up. By that logic, right? Nobody should celebrate anything because you
Tyrone,
wasn't
you said
alive one
that?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, why we
That's
even
dumb.
like?
What the hell, bro?
That's
Yeah,
what
the
She
I'm
world
called
is
me
saying.
gay.
ending.
She was calling me out of
No,
my
I didn't.
sexual terms.
That's
Yes,
not what
you
I
did.
said.
You was down in the comments
So why are
calling
you
me
acting
gay.
slow
I'm
on
calling
He's
That
in
you
I'm
his
that.
down with.
Can I
feelings.
ask
He's
you a
in his
question?
Nobody
feelings.
Yeah.
He's in his
cares,
feelings.
y'all. Nobody cares. God damn.
And
Yeah,
you're
we don't
angry
really
because you can't get married.
care.
And I'll
You're
call
like
you
30
that
years
No,
old.
now. What?
no, hold on. Divine, the world is ending. I don't
It's
give a fuck
divine.
about getting married.
Divine. It's
That's what
divine,
I
actually.
said.
Well, your pronunciation was wrong.
No one
Okay.
cares.
Pronunciation.
Drop this guy. We're gonna move on from him.
You're a robot,
mute
bro.
up or drop because we're moving on.
This motherfucker think he deep. Like, shut up, stupid. Shut your dumb ass up.
That
Shut your
nigga got
fat ass up.
anxiety. He need to get his anxiety treated.
You need to lose some weight.
This
I hear the
motherfucker
Now we're
do
fat.
need to.
You
Now
couldn't
we're
stand
fat every
next to
day.
her if you won
Hold
it,
up,
literally.
why would
You're
I
like
lose weight if
30
the world
arguing with
about to
other women. I wouldn't
end?
touch you with a
Right.
10-foot
Like,
pole.
you think I'm about to take
I
time
wouldn't
losing
touch you with a
weight?
10-foot pole.
Because the world, hold on.
Oh
You couldn't touch her.
Divine.
Somebody will call the police if you
Shut
tried.
up, you fat hoe.
Divine, the
Not talking
world
to you.
is
Yo,
ending. We are not worried about you touching us. The world is ending.
Next.
Why would we be worried about getting skinny? The world is ending.
But y'all
Nigga.
like
What the
dick
fuck?
Just gonna
repellent.
eat the cake.
For real, bro.
Y'all
They
some
just,
dick repellent.
this is
We
crazy.
just gonna eat the cake and wait
Okay,
for the end.
wait. So your feelings are so hurt that you're making fun of her weight?
I mean, she
Because
hurt.
he's
She
sick.
hurt.
He
Y'all.
looks
Her
dumb.
feelings
Like you
doesn't
are
hurt.
really so pressed over a debate.
She
You're
called me a
clearly
bitch. What
proving
you
the
mean?
point.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on.
next.
Yeah, y'all not understanding. Y'all, come on. Nobody care about him calling nobody fat. Who cares? The world is ending.
Yeah, we got bigger problems. The world about to end.
Not a bigger problem
apparently
than
we the
you.
bigger problem.
Y'all need to lock in. The world is
Huge.
ending.
She can
For
little
real,
sing
I
the
am the
sky is
biggest
falling.
problem.
Run,
Do
run,
we
Henny
got a
Pan.
date? Do you got a date for the when the world end?
That wasn't even funny, bro.
You don't have a date?
It was
So no.
hilarious.
So the
I'm
answer is
actually
no.
crying, laughing,
How
as
much
tears
time do we
falling down my
have?
face.
How much time do we have? How much time we
Y'all
got
are
to get
just
ready?
robots. Continue
I
to
want
watch
to
Love Island and
know.
have meaningless.
And wait, why you haven't left the country yet? What you mean you gonna leave if the world is ending? You need to get out of there now. Where's
You
your
need to be
spaceship?
your
trying to link
bags.
up with Elon Musk.
You see
and
how
try to
He
fly
needs to
you're
go
to
to the
clearly
Mars,
moon.
misinterpreting what I
nigga.
said, so you could try to act like I'm stupid.
The
We're not
world is
acting like you're
ending,
stupid.
nigga.
Like, don't be mad at me. Y'all are
Hold up, why
30
you
years
up here
old,
if
past
the
your
world
prime, and can't get
ending?
married.
Hold
Who's
up, why are you
30?
wasting?
The world
I don't
is
understand.
ending.
If
Why
the
would
world ended, are you trying to save the world, sir?
Why are you trying to be funny, bro? You're not
No,
funny.
for real. Are you trying to save the world or something?
But you kind of sound like Precious.
Because, like, that's my point. If you know something about the end, unless you're trying to actively save it, just go live your motherfucking life, bitch. Like, you're not saying nothing.
Hey, don't call me no bitch.
No, I'm
Or
gonna call a bitch
what?
like I see one.
Shut your fat ass up.
Oh, him mad.
Duh. Oh, him
I'm not mad. I'm
hurting.
smiling.
Him
Bruh,
hurting.
hey, bro, just let
Just
them
like
just
the
bully
sassy
us.
thing, the best way to
Bruh,
get us to
Wait,
stop is for you to stop being one.
I just
Don't be
want
it, and
you
we
to
won't call
know
you.
that, like, if the world is ending, me being fat will actually help
Why do
me.
you
That
keep bringing
mean
that
that
up,
I'm gonna
bro? Stop
laugh.
bringing that up.
hey,
That
bro,
mean I'm
Nobody
gonna
cares if you're
laugh
fat or not, bro.
longer.
just
Nobody cares.
ignore them and let
You
them talk,
care.
bro. Just
If
ignore them.
I'm hold on, if I'm fat and the world end and I'm stuck without food, I'ma survive longer than you.
Bro, why are you a robot?
I'm just saying the world world is ending, nigga.
So
You a
she's a
robot.
fat robot?
Robots.
How
That's
does
why
that work?
that's why we're so unattracted with them now.
I mean, the
Real
world is
life
ending. Who give a
robots.
fuck
Attracted to
about
each
y'all
other?
being
Who are you
attracted
attracted
to
to?
us?
Quick question. Quickly.
To each other.
No, I'm attracted to
Be who
women,
you
but
are.
I got
See,
white
this is
women
a
like
this is a
this girl
bird.
in
This is a
front of
bird's
me.
manual.
She's
They
white,
get proven
and she
wrong, so
keep
they call
telling
you
me
gay.
Now
about
I'm
what's
white.
going on
Okay.
in my. But baby, you
Okay.
got a white daddy. Why are you worried about
Sounds
what's
like
going on over
Now
there?
I'm
DL.
white because my dad's white. But if I
Yeah,
walk
you're
around saying
white.
I was
Stop
white,
saying
that
this.
would make me
Go
what?
date white
Okay.
men.
I
Go
was
date white
raised by a
men and
black
leave us
woman,
alone.
loser. My mother
Stop
is a
speaking
black
on
woman,
Y'all,
loser.
stop
hold
speaking on
on,
black men and go
Libby.
date
Libby,
Master.
come on,
Cause
sis.
See, this
You
is the
What?
only
have
thing that
to
go
pisses me
date
off
stop.
Master
about
and leave us
gay.
You
alone.
gotta get off
No.
the
My
deep. You
passenger.
gotta stop letting
Honey,
these
y'all
niggas
can't
put you
fall
on the
for
deep
it.
fed. Yeah, like
Yeah,
we
don't fall
having
for
fun.
it.
This nigga said the world ended and you worried about having a white daddy? Come on.
I have a
Like,
white
matters anymore.
daddy.
he's
None
worried
of it
about my
matters. It's
dad
Hold
being
over.
white. I didn't even bring that up. He said I'm white.
You're
But you
just
want
a
to
So
bring up
robot.
me being gay and you don't know me.
I
Stop
Hold
don't
on,
calling me out
care
my
about
Liz.
you
name.
being
Because
gay.
that's why y'all
Liz.
hoes be getting
Oh
slapped
my
Does your
upside the
white
God.
fucking
daddy
head
in
because
It's
y'all
cahoots
keep
Pride
with
trying to
Month,
you
call me
for you
baby.
gay.
when the world ends?
It's
Go worry
Pride
about
Yeah.
your
Month,
white
baby.
daddy. Stop
Celebrate it.
disrespecting me. Stop
Oh my
disrespecting me, bro.
God.
Stop disrespecting me. And I'm
Hold
telling you,
up,
Or
stop
what? What
Tyrone.
you
disrespecting
gonna
me.
do?
Tyrone, you
Stupid
only
ass
triggered
bitch.
because we. Hold up.
Stupid ass bitch.
You should have said you was DL first. Then you wouldn't have been triggered. You mad because
Bro,
we
I'm
said it
not down
first.
low, and you keep trying to call me out
No,
my
you
name, but
are.
You
You
up
as soon
high.
as
Why
are.
is that
somebody
the only
call
thing
y'all
y'all
ass
could say,
fat, you
Hold
y'all
DL?
up,
ass
because
get
he
mad.
is.
And
Shut
why are you
up.
being
Fat, curvy,
homophobic?
and
God,
running,
that
and
nigga
knowing that hoe
said
sitting here
insult
mad.
towards him.
Don't nobody want to fuck y'all because y'all lame as fuck.
On
All
bro,
right,
and
all
F
they
each
right.
they
other. Go
got
do it.
big too.
Enjoy. Because guess what? Y'all are, it's so funny. It's
No,
supposed to be
Tyrone down
a
low. That's
flex.
all. Be stop
Yeah.
hiding, Tyrone. Um, them niggas was made. That man said the world ending, y'all. What y'all gonna do now that y'all know the world ending?
It's a party.
Give me something to eat.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Need to let me know when the world ends so I don't clock in. Like, I don't want to be at work when the world ends. Like, I'll be mad as fuck if I'm at work and the world ends.
He
Yeah,
didn't
that'd
give
be
him a
annoying.
date. He just said it's ending. I don't know if I'm unalive before or after. Which one should I prepare for?
Look up. Man, stupid.
Hold on, what? Who
He
burned
said,
burn the account?
I'm a new nigga.
Are you scared to come on your main account? What's up, new nigga?
This is my main account, but I'm cool. I just heard y'all argue. I was just trying to figure out
Oh, you wanted to
what's
argue?
going on. Nah, I was trying to figure out what's going on
The
with the
words on
question.
the screen.
I'm actually interested. So I was just wondering if y'all can get to that. That's it.
No, the words on the screen. You can go. You can respond.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I just wanted to hear what people's thoughts was. That's what I was, just wanted to hear that.
So you ain't got nothing to
can you
say.
read? Can you
No,
read the
no. He
screen?
wanted. No, he came up here because he wanted to argue.
I wanted to argue.
Yeah.
Nah, I just wanted to hear. I actually
No,
wanted
you
y'all to stop
see
arguing
if
so
you
I could
had
hear what
listen what
y'all
I'm
was talking.
saying. Instead of sharing a live to your burner and logged into your burner account, if you just requested on your main account, you could have got your shit off. But it's over with now. You missed the fun.
Oh, so y'all not talking about this no more?
We talking about the topic. We not arguing. It's out of our system.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't trying to get on here to argue. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like y'all.
was.
Okay, I see what's going on here. All right, y'all do y'all thing, man.
All right, take care. Maybe next time. Damn. Oh, baby.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm learning so much from this. And when y'all tell me, Libby, shut the fuck up, I really am going to shut the fuck up because I think I might be easily rage baited. Like real shit. So I appreciate y'all because not only is this shit funny as hell, but I'm learning a lot from y'all. Real shit.
To
I
be
think
fair, we've
though,
got like years of training. We've been
thank you.
doing these lives for years. So
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. To be fair, I've lost my voice cussing these niggas out on here. So I'm just tired of it. So if you've got something to get out, sometimes it takes a while. I think it's a good idea because our throat chakras be so
No,
closed from
I'm
holding
a
it in.
different type of woman.
Cuss
I
them
don't know
out.
what y'all talking about. I'm different. I came out the womb trolling these niggas.
Like I'm a troll, but like I feel I can get trolled too. So like you know. But
No,
I need to. I'm learning how to be like a master. So I
no,
fucked with
it's a
this.
respect. When you don't respect a motherfucker, you ain't gonna respond to him.
Yeah, your shit.
Like this gay nigga keep requesting that up here because he wanna fix his reputation. Hold up, y'all. Let the gay man go off. Y'all mute up.
Let me mute.
Go ahead,
And it's
Tyrone.
like, yeah, and it's like y'all sit there and call me gay, bruh. It's like it's like y'all just doing a disservice to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you calling me down low and stuff, but Tara, and I'm glad you put that. I'm looking at your Facebook page, well, your TikTok page, and I could tell that you just be projecting on men because you don't get niggas because it's the bad girl culture, and you see all the baddies around you, and then you just like, damn, I'm a lame ass hoe, so I can't get no man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go start TikTok panels and just bash men all day. And then the killing part is, you know what I'm saying? Like you keep trying to call me down low and keep trying to disrespect me as a man, but if I see your big ass in person or your lame ass in person, I wouldn't even talk to you on Jesus Christ. And if you don't talk to me, I wouldn't even be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? See, you keep trying to put terms on men, you know what I'm saying? And then you keep trying to say I'm down low, I'm this and I'm that, but then you will be walking that Pride Day with your fat ass. It's like y'all so fucking dumb. Y'all on here keep trying to fucking sit here and project on men all the time just because don't know men want child ass. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all be sitting here, then a gay man just came on here and said, hey, y'all can be a little bit you know, say bad queer things about people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gay, but I support gay men more than y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all sit here and y'all act like y'all support them, but then y'all sit there and y'all talk about them, and then y'all emasculate black men so bad. That's your problem. And that's why you gonna always die alone, Tara. You know what I'm saying? Because you sit here and you just emasculate men, you just talk down on men, and that's why men are leaving y'all. Cause as a straight man, you ain't finna call me gay, you ain't finna call me broke, you ain't finna call me all of this for not fucking with you, and that's y'all hoes problem.
You done?
I mean, no, but
All right. That he wanted to come up and vent. Hopefully he got it out of his system. With your gay ass.
That was actually insane. Like how long? I think that was like maybe 4 minutes or so. That
Why
was
you
crazy.
back in the queue, Tyrone? Go on, be married somewhere else, nigga.
He wasn't done. He had more to say.
No, I don't want to hear all that shit. You gay. Shut up.
He said, and another thing, ballerina.
He wanted to defend himself. That's all. He
And it
wanted to defend himself.
had nothing to do with the topic.
But let's specify here. That's because he's DL. I mean, DL niggas want to defend their honor. But we heard it already. Like, it came out of you and we all heard it. Matter of fact, let's do a poll. If y'all heard... Tyrone, I hope you can see this poll. I better not see you voting in it. If y'all heard the DL when in him, hit the smiley face emoji. If he gay, I mean, if he's straight, give him the crying face emoji. But I heard the DL in him. I'ma just say that, Tyrone. Even after your speech. He gave a speech, y'all. Consider what he said in the speech. Hold on, hold up.
Speech was all about not wanting women. Clock that.
And how much he supports gay men, but we don't support gay men. So
in the alley with his mouth.
Yeah, like seriously, maybe with his chocolate starfish, but other than that, I don't know.
Tyrone, even after the speech, people still think you gay, Tyrone. You tried it though.
I mean,
Thank y'all for doing the poll.
I don't really give a fuck because it's just like y'all ass lame as fuck and y'all just in here to disrespect straight men, and that's why y'all hoes gonna be lonely. That's why I look on every bitch profile and I don't see no man on there. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all want to sit there and keep talking shit about men all day on fucking TikTok instead of working on yourself and getting yourself in the community. See, I'm the type of person that I'm going to support everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and be dismissive with derogatory terms. And me personally, I love women. You know what I'm saying?
And that shit sound like it hurt to say.
I mean, because I have a stuttering problem, and that's just
Now,
natural.
hold
You
on.
know what I'm
You
saying?
all
I
I'm saying
love,
you
I
stuttering.
love,
Hold up. I'm gonna
I
tell you.
love
No, hold
women.
up. No,
No, I
Tyrone.
love no.
Tyrone. You
What?
don't have a stuttering
I do
problem.
have a stuttering
No,
problem. How
you
you
just
gonna tell
stutter.
me that I
No,
don't
you
have no
stutter
stuttering
when you
problem?
gotta say shit that make you look straight. You start stuttering, nigga. You got anxiety.
Okay, let me say it like this. I love women, but y'all bitches literally is about to ruin it for a lot of bitches. That's why niggas sitting here going and being passport bros. Cause
Hold up.
y'all
First of all, you the bitch. But
stupid
hold up.
ass,
Hold up. No, you the bitch. But hold up. Not you saying
y'all
because
stupid,
we not acting right. You about to go find you a nigga.
stupid
That's
ass,
crazy. That nigga say you about to fly to
y'all
Thailand.
stupid,
Get him a sexy lady boy. That's
ass
fucking crazy, Tyrone.
bitches.
Tyrone, damn. Just do
You
it,
fucking
Tyrone. You ain't gotta tell us about
some
it.
bitch.
You ain't gotta tell us about all your
Some fucking
escapades. That's none of our
about to throw
business.
nobody.
You're a grown
Nobody wanna
man.
fuck.
Just go ahead and do what you want to do,
Y'all get
Tyrone. Just go do what you want
soft,
to do. That's
soft.
all.
He said dick
I don't
soft.
want to have no boo boo sex. I don't want to fuck no nigga.
He
I
sound
can't
like
fuck
gay
no nigga
young
no
boy.
ass.
No,
I
no, we
can't have
didn't
no
say.
boo
Hold
boo
up,
sex. I
Tyrone.
like wet
Nobody,
coochie, but I'm so tired
Tyrone.
of
Nobody said you wanted to
bitches can't
poke.
even
We said you wanted to get
because
poked,
y'all
Tyrone. You want to get
how
poked.
stupid soft you are. Have to be. You have
Fighting for your life.
a horny
You
nigga,
fighting for your straight life.
horny nigga,
It ain't working.
horny nigga, horny nigga
Looking for a horny one?
to fuck you. A horny nigga, horny nigga. When you talk
This nigga keep saying
to
horny
man,
nigga is
then you
crazy.
got white people. Famous language that you is sit at a when you get up stink. That stink. That stink when you on it. Stink.
Now, Tyrone. All right, that's enough, Tyrone. Go on by your business now. Go live your life.
He must have really went and tried to do a deep dive on God knows who. He knows too much.
Hold up, Burner. Why you come back up here?
I just gotta ask y'all a question, like, what's your opinion on men? Because from what I see is y'all kind of just arguing with them.
So you thought we was gonna argue with you?
That's not what I asked.
No,
I'm
because
just
you came
saying
up here
y'all can.
earlier looking for an argument. So you like, oh, they gonna argue with me? Is that why you came up here again?
I think you want the argument. I just came on here
No, you
asking a
want the
question. Just like
argument.
last time, I came on here to
No,
ask a
no.
question.
Yeah, you came and I said the argument was over and you was like, all right, bye. But then you heard Tyrone up here. You thought you was gonna be the circle jerk and you came back.
So from what I'm getting is this: y'all really hate men. Y'all don't really fuck with niggas like that,
Hold up, you want me
and
do you
that's
want me to
fine.
bring hold up, you want me to bring up Tyrone for you?
I don't give a fuck about Tyrone.
Tyrone, come on up here. Cause Burner wanna circle jerk with you.
Listen, all I'm
Finger
saying is
popping
this:
each other's assholes.
I wish I could have a. Is there anybody else in here that has a like that I could
Hold
speak
up,
to
Tyrone
besides
got
this late
you. Hold
bitch?
up.
Man,
Y'all
Because
mute
I just
up.
genuinely,
want
I hope that it's just a
Y'all
group
got
of
it.
men that just start
Hold
spitting
on,
on
wait.
y'all
Could y'all
hoes.
actually answer his question? I kind of
to.
wanted to know
That's what.
Like
what y'all
literally,
thought.
That's
I'll
what I'm
start
saying. I just
spitting on
want to
y'all
hold on,
hoes. Like
Tyrone.
literally, it's gonna
Listen,
get to a point where niggas just start spitting on y'all hoes. Like y'all
nah,
hoes be
Hey,
Tyrone.
Tyrone,
Hold on,
spitting
chill,
on
brother.
me.
chill.
Hold on,
Like
brother.
literally,
Hold on,
Damn.
brother.
like
Listen, don't. Hey,
like
bro,
literally,
don't do
cause they
that.
Yo,
sitting
they
there
don't
calling
deserve
me
all that
every
now. Like,
sitting here
Hey,
saying all
brother,
that.
brother.
Bro, they calling me out my fucking name and calling me gay.
Hey,
Cause
bro,
they
you
brother.
be
just
the
got you
first
just
Nah,
don't
you
person.
don't
ain't gonna
They
react
be
to
let
the
that
your
first
shit,
person
bro.
that
personality
You
run
don't
they
gotta.
affect
stupid
you.
ass trying to support a gay
Tyrone,
man.
the more you
Bro.
keep doing that, the more they gonna think you gay. Just leave
Man,
it.
I
Just
don't
leave
give
Exactly,
a
it.
bro.
fuck if these
Don't put your
lame
foot in your
assholes
mouth,
think I'm
bro.
fucking gay. Fuck these lame assholes. These
Then
hoes
stop
lame.
Exactly.
coming up here
Just
cussing them
chill,
out.
bro.
Look at Tara.
Come on, let's be civilized. Let me have a conversation with these people, bro. I just want to know what's going on.
Like I
Because
work
from
with
what I
hoes
see,
like
they kind
Tara.
of hate
I
niggas.
work with hoes like this. That's why I'm on here. Cause I actually meet these hoes in real life. Bruh, Tara on my mama. I bet you that when she get up, her chest stank. On my mama. And then her
Bro.
body bad. And she got them big ass
Y'all
draws.
niggas, bro.
Big draws, asshole. Fuck is you talking about? You think I'm finna sit there, bitch? I can parachute with your draws. And you wanna sit there and talk all this shit, bitch? The fuck? Bitch, I wouldn't even get hard fucking you.
What are you
Maybe I might be
talking
gay.
about, bro?
Bitch, I can't even, bitch. And then y'all hoes be already fat and hard to fuck anyway. And then as soon as y'all motherfuckers start talking, dick soft.
Tyrone
Why
is
you
not
think
because
that
they
niggas fuck
fat,
with bitches with big ass
Tyrone.
dukes? Why
It's
you
not
think
because they
bitches fuck
fat,
with niggas
nigga.
with bitches with big ass
No, hold up real quick. It ain't because they fat, nigga. You can't get hard because you need a nigga ass in front of
Nah,
you.
bro, cause you sloppy. You sloppy and you rude. You got big ass draws and they cheap. And then you're not sexy. You don't know how to give no head. I can look at you. You can't get
Yeah,
no
you
head.
right.
On my mama, you can't get no fire ass head. Fuck you
You have
talking about,
lost the
bitch. You finna talk
plot,
to a real
bro.
nigga.
The
Then I'm
plot
a
is
college
And I
bad,
heard
graduate
niggas
man.
too,
say
a
good
medical
head. You
coder.
got that
I'm a
one.
college graduate, a medical coder. On my mama, I work around gay niggas all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't sit
Mm.
there and I don't fucking
Hey,
judge them.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? But it be bitches like you that be saying here lame as hell that don't got no degree. That's probably a receptionist or something. You feel me? That be sitting here talking this shit in the fucking community. So I'ma sit here and I'ma have time for y'all lame ass. Fuck is you talk about? Then you got these fucking this bitch at the bottom, a pro black asshole that don't even like fucking black men. How the fuck you gonna be pro black and you don't like fucking black men? Y'all
I,
hoes lame as fuck, bro.
Let
Like
me see
y'all
you
hoes
got
are so fucking lame nowadays, bro. Y'all are some lame ass hoes. And then you be talking about some, oh, when we go to passport bros, we get stranded. Go be a passport girl and go get stranded and watch not one nigga give a fuck because your ass sloppy as fuck. We don't want to fuck y'all anyway. Oh, bad body ass bitch. Lame ass. Oh, and you can say I'm down low, bitch. I wouldn't fuck you. On my mom, I wouldn't fuck you, bitch. The fuck? You don't got no big ass titties or no fat ass dude. The fuck?
Hey,
Bitch, I
hold on.
can't even
I
ignore it.
respect
damn,
that.
all
My
right.
brother,
On my
hold on.
mom, I can't
Can
even
I
I
ask
can't
him a
even
question real quick,
ignore
though?
the fact that your ass stupid because you don't even got no big duke. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hoes can be
Hey, bro,
dumb,
they
but at
raised
least you
better your ass,
Oh
nigga.
no, no, he's
Got his
still
better.
gay, yo. No, he's still gay. What you
That boy
say?
was going off. You ain't got no fat ass. You ain't got no big
No, he
titties.
said no. He want a nigga. That's all that is. A man come up here and tell women, that he like, oh, because y'all look such. That's why he can't get hard. He can't get hard because he need a nigga to get him hard. That's all that is. It's not supposed to be. It's not that difficult. You can't get hard because you're attracted to men, sir. That's what
Can I
arouses
ask y'all a
you.
question? How do y'all feel about the men who agree with y'all? Because y'all didn't even ask if I agree with y'all.
Hold up. Why would
But y'all was quick to
hold
come
up?
on. Y'all was
Hold
quick to
up. Hold
violate a
up.
nigga.
Hold up. I know you want to argue, sweetheart. Agree with us. What do you agree with us for about?
I'm saying, how do y'all feel if, how
Agree
did
with
y'all
us
feel
about? You
about
say
the
you
men who
agree.
agree with
You
y'all?
say you agree with us about what?
I didn't say I agree with you. Listen, if, meaning this is not the case. I'm saying if someone was to come on here and agree with y'all,
Mm-hmm.
how would y'all be? Because when I came on here, you instantly got into argumentative mode, which
No,
is
I'm
not
not
the
arguing with
energy I gave
you.
anybody.
No, you
I'm just
listen.
asking questions.
Nobody's gonna argue with you. I'm gonna protect you.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, because I do not want to argue. I'm definitely not arguing,
I know.
but I just want to know what's the I came on here because I seen the question, and I have not seen anybody talk about the question. It's just been men coming on here and getting violated from the jump. So I'm saying, is this
Hold
just
up.
a
It's
hate men type of
Hold
thing,
up.
or
Not global. Are you a man?
Yeah.
How was your experience on the panel? He want to hear reviews.
Wait, what'd you ask?
He want to know your experience on the panel.
who's he?
What do you mean by that?
The dude above you.
Nah, she tripping. I'm this moment. Y'all just hate men. y'all,
Nah,
think-
I wanted to know.
y'all
I
got
wanted
Thank
y'all
you,
to answer his
Ann.
question when he said what y'all think about men in general.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking you about your experience on the panel. Give us your Google review.
I
Hey,
don't
I ain't gonna
understand.
lie.
Hold on,
Y'all
I'm not
not even gonna
understanding
answer
that.
these
Like, what are
questions.
you trying to say?
Well, it looked like you're not gonna get your answer, Bernie. He don't want to respond.
I didn't ask for him. I didn't ask no
Yeah,
question from him.
you
But
didn't
I don't
ask me.
understand why you deflecting. I'm asking you the question.
No, you
And
said
I'm
about
trying to
hold up.
see if
You were
there's
talking
any
about
other people in here
I'm not
hold
a
up,
who I can
Berner.
female, bro.
ask
Berner,
this
I
I'm
don't
question.
I'm ask. He asked
hold
y'all
up.
what y'all think
Don't
about
argue
men.
with Berner. Nobody's gonna argue with Berner. He's sensitive. Um, Berner, you said you were critiquing us on our interactions with men on the panel. So I was asking the other man on the panel to give a Google review so you can have context to what you were saying.
My
But he
question is to
refused.
y'all, the women in here. I'm saying, why is it that y'all just getting argumentative with the men? I can't hear a man
Hold
even
up.
asked the
Are we
question that
arguing
we're
with
supposed to be
you?
talking about.
Burn, are we arguing with you?
Ma'am, listen. My shorty do the same shit. Y'all not getting me with that type of shit. Just listen to what I'm saying and we can have a conversation.
But that's
But
not
I'm
what
not
I'm
about to argue
saying,
with you.
Burner. Are you
I
a
know you
man,
trying to
right?
manipulate me and all of
No, no,
that type of
no.
shit.
No,
But
you a
listen,
man,
I'm trying
right?
to ask the real question. Yes, I'm a man.
All right, are
But
we
shorty, I'm
arguing
a
with
man.
you?
We are not arguing. But
All right, good. So there you go right
you're
there.
being, what's the
I
word? What's the
listen, I
word?
protected you. I cover you in the blood of Jesus and protected you. So I don't know why you complaining.
Damn, what's the word, yo? I forget the word, but you know what you're doing. But it's cool though. But I just wanted to know if this was a man hated thing. So obviously y'all just hate men in this motherfucker. It's not about no,
So
you
even with
know, trying to get
protection,
to the bottom
you
of it.
gonna say that even though I provided you with protection, you gonna say that.
I'm just saying, like, can I get the answers to these questions? Is there anybody else that can actually answer that? I
Hold
want to
up,
have an
Burner,
actual
you can
conversation
speak on
about
your
this.
own experience. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, do y'all just hate men? Like, is there anybody else though? Can y'all
Do
unmute?
you feel like we hate you?
I feel as though every nigga that came in here, y'all had an argument with, and I ain't hear
Are
y'all
we
talk about the
arguing? That's the
question at all. You didn't
question.
even
Are we
ask me
arguing?
when I first came in here what the question was. You asked
Hold
me, do
on,
I want to argue?
hold
So I
on.
already know what type of
Hold
topic
on,
this is.
Burner.
Hold up, but
Burner.
some we not art. He's protected.
I
That
know.
man
I'm saying we're
protected.
not.
Nobody
He
gonna
said we
argue
argue
with
with every
him.
man, and he's a man. So let's talk about you, since you're a man.
Okay.
We arguing with you. Let's talk about your experience. You talk about the problem.
I'm being belittled. I'm being talked to like I'm being disregarded. So even though we're not arguing, you are in a sense manipulating. I forget the word, like gaslighting. You're gaslighting me into these arguments. So that's why I'm saying,
Hold up,
is this a woman
how
hating
am
type
I
of a man hating thing?
gaslighting? If I'm
You're,
asking you if I'm arguing with you and I'm not, how's that gaslighting? It's not like I
you're
argued with
gaslighting me
you and then I
because
claimed I didn't.
you're gaslighting me because as soon as I came in here,
Mm-hmm.
it was he want to argue, he want to argue, and when I ask a question, you switch it on to something else. Now I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to call nobody bitches and hoes and fighting and yelling and screaming because at the end of the day, I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not. So I just want to get to the nitty gritty. I just want to know what's going on. If
Hey,
if
well,
if
ask your
y'all gonna have a
question. We gonna
conversation,
ask your question. We gonna answer it.
do y'all hate men? Is that the real bottom line? Do y'all and the people in the
No,
comments
we
just
love
hate men?
men. We love men. We talk to men every day. We love them.
Okay. With that being said, how do y'all feel about the DL men? Because y'all just call people DL like it's nothing.
No,
So is
no,
it?
hold on. You missing it, right? The
Mhm.
reason I was saying this to Tyrone because I want him to be open and honest. I want him to be free because I care about him.
Okay. All right, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to know what was going on because it seemed like it was not about this question, and I really want to know what's this. What I want to know some answers to this question. So I'll be in the comments. Y'all
No,
continue to do y'all
thank you
nitty
for
gritty
coming up. We appreciate you.
for sure.
He wanted it bad, y'all.
He wanted it so bad.
He wanted it so bad.
Like, oh my god.
He was
That's
rock
how you
hard
know
and
they get off on
ready.
it. You know that's how we can tell they get off on it. It's so weird, freaked out.
I'm learning so much. This is so amazing.
Thank
Like,
you, Infinite.
oh my god.
Um, hold up. What the fuck is this?
You want 5 for 24?
Hold up. What's that road? What's the we want to say road?
Why are men? How you doing? My name's Lo. Why are
Hello.
women
Thank you,
blamed
Trell.
for everything men do? Are we talking about like in a sense of say you know, a woman goes out dressed in some shit that shows a little skin or whatever, and she gets sexually assaulted, and then everybody be like, "Oh, you was wearing this, that, and the third. That's why you
That's
did it." Or
part of
something.
it. That's part of
Oh,
it.
well, I feel like the reason that happens because motherfuckers hate accountability. Motherfuckers don't like looking bad. As a fucking what's the word? As a mass. And I mean, yeah, bro, that's just motherfuckers don't like accountability, and that's what it is. That's
Who's
all I got to say.
motherfuckers? Who's motherfuckers?
And
So you agree?
yeah,
So as a man, how do you take accountability and stop blaming women?
really fucking just hold other men accountable and set expectations.
No, no,
Just be a
no, no. That's not
what
what
you
I'm saying. I know, like, because men like to be one of the good ones, we hear y'all talk shit about the other man. I'm talking about for yourself. Tell us how you've taken ownership and accountability for your own life and decisions, and you stop blaming women.
I mean, I just live life and do what I'm supposed to do. I don't really blame women like that. Feel me? Maybe I'm not intellectual enough to understand the question that
So
you're asking.
hold on, just to be clear, all your life fuck ups and all your weaknesses, you understand, got nothing to do with like your mama or other women, correct?
Absolutely.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the same, like, this is the same with racism, right? When white people say that they have no racial biases and that they just live their lives, and that, remember back in the day when we all just got along, and why is race being made such a big deal out of, and blah, blah, blah. Like, we say that all the time. Like, he's saying something similar here, but what studies have shown is that people who claim that they have no bias, or that they're like, or try to like remove themselves, like, oh, that doesn't apply to me, like, I just live my life, like, whatever, claim that like they haven't been affected by this, they actually show like the highest level of biases, often even higher than people who admit they have the biases.
Now I agree with that. The thing is, though, he's performing, and he's not really giving up any personal information, so we just gonna let him have it. But we know he full of shit.
Bro, there's multiple instances I can blame on women. Like, I could just not take accountability and blame on women. That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
That's not what I was saying. You performing right now, but if you not like, if we can't have a conversation about it, then you get to have it.
No,
Like,
all right, tell me how I'm performing. Articulate yourself.
no, Liz already said it.
Yeah, so just because she said that doesn't mean I'm performing. Like, I don't.
We believe Liz though.
So it's just her word over mine, basically.
Yeah, we believe
It's what's happening in front of us.
That's nonsensical and illogical.
We're gonna do a poll.
Hold on. That's crazy.
Hold up.
That's
If y'all believe
nonsensical and
Liz,
illogical.
hold up. If y'all believe Liz, hit the smiley face emoji. If y'all believe him, hit the crying face emoji. We're gonna see.
That's bias right there.
Hold on, real quick. Nobody denied that we had biases. We admitting that. That was the point that Liz made. Hold up, real quick. Damn, sir. It look like nobody buying it. Yeah, you're a
I mean,
performer.
it looks like you got a lot of hurt people in the chat.
Hold up. What you mean hurt people?
A lot of hurt
Hold up,
women.
in
You
real
got a lot
time.
of
Hold
hurt
up. There we
women
go.
in the
That's what I needed right there in real time.
Yeah.
Instead of you taking accountability for your performance, now the people gotta be hurt. That's interesting.
Because what you just said was nonsensical and illogical. It's her word over mine, and so
I'm
because more
okay.
people
So
believe hers, that makes her
now
right.
you gonna
correct?
blame her and me?
Oh my gosh, you're taking everything I'm
Poll
saying out
say
of
you full of
context.
shit. The poll say you was full of shit.
Yeah, that's the poll. That's the poll.
And you proving it in real time.
No, ma'am. That's literally not how
Instead
that
of you
works.
say, no. You could have came up here like that. I could have gave more context. I could see how that's a performance. I understand what you're saying. That's something I work through, and that's why I believe it's not X, Y, and Z. Instead, you like fuck them people in the chat. Y'all women up here
No, I
pointing
never
the
said
finger at
that.
me. No, in real time you blaming women, sir.
Oh my lord, I'm not.
It
I
took
just
a
said you have
poll
a
for it
lot
to
of
come up
hurt
out of
women.
you. You know why? You know why the poll made you expose yourself? Because you
Let
care
me
about
know.
what people
Let me
think
know.
about you, which is why you
I
performing in
don't.
the first place.
I
People perform
don't.
when they no, you obsessed what people think about you. So that shit came right
I'm
out of
not. I
you.
promise. I promise I'm not. All I'm saying is what you said before. Just because more people believe her and you believe her word over mine, that is nonsensical and illogical. You cannot provide any facts of that. That she's right.
No,
You
you
literally
already did
can't.
it. You already
You
did
can't.
it, sir.
No, I didn't though. I didn't.
You already did it.
No, ma'am. I haven't.
Yeah, you have. Y'all want to do another poll? If he did it, hit the smiley face emoji. If he just proved the prompt true for himself, hit the smiley face emoji. If y'all feel his pain, hit the cross. Hold on, no. Let the poll do his work, sir. Damn.
You know this is biased, right? This is your live with your viewers.
Wow,
Of
same
course we're
result.
gonna
Now
You know
we
do
what?
biased. You can't be
And
wrong.
you know what,
Everybody
too?
else gotta be biased. That's crazy.
And this is exactly what the other man was talking about. How do
Can
you
we
feel
listen to
if
what
they
I'm
agree?
saying,
Hold
please?
on, I'm speaking. Hold on. How do you feel if they agree? Because he assumes if you agree, then you're supposed to get validation, and men are seeking validation. So sad.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
It means that if it's not us agreeing with you, then we biased. But here's another thing that y'all men do.
That's not what
Y'all
I
saying
said.
is he say, she say, when we literally watched this conversation and she provided a statistic while you then said something else.
And also, you said that what she said was you kept saying nonsensical and illogical. No, I'm super big on words. Number one, nonsensical literally means
Hold on, real
illogical.
quick.
I
Shout
think
out
the
to the
word
poll for
logic is
not
in the
believing his
definition.
bullshit. Go ahead, Lizzie.
Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, that was really it. Y'all know I'm a come for the words every time. And nonsensical quite literally means illogical. And for something to be nonsensical means illogical. I'm 90% sure logic is in the
He said
definition. I'll cash up
sensible.
you $10.
We hear you.
$10.
We hear you.
You said nonsensical.
He said
And
Yes.
then you
sensible,
said
didn't he?
illogical. You said
He
it
Yes.
was
said
nonsensical.
nonsensical because he
Oh,
was
my bad.
saying that it was illogical what she was saying.
Yeah, I get
But it's
that.
That's
okay.
I'm
not
Just
just
what I
post
telling
it. It's
you,
said.
on
you
YouTube, so
said
we
the
can
same
rewatch
thing
it.
twice, and that's actually not true because what she was saying was based in logic and statistics and science. So it was completely logical. You just don't agree,
I didn't
What
say what
source
Liz
though?
and just
said.
disagree. But it was
I did no
completely sensical and
listen.
logical.
I didn't say what Liz said was nonsensical and illogical. I asked the host. I said, so it's her word over mine that makes her right. She said yes. I said that's
It's facts
nonsensical and
over
illogical.
And
opinion.
that's still
It's
not
a
what the
fact
word
over an
nonsensical and
opinion.
illogical
She brought
means. By definition,
statistics.
she used statistics and science to back up her opinion. That is not nonsensical or illogical. That's actually very sensible and logical.
Again,
So
I feel like you're
I'm
going
not
over
your
what I'm
gang.
saying.
You're 16 years
Again,
old. You're using your vocabulary
I'm
words
20
to
years
try and
old,
shit
man.
on women, and it's
I'm
not going
20
to
years
work.
old, man.
You're trying to use your vocab words to shit on women, and it's not
I
working.
love
I'm telling
women. What
you,
are
the
we
words
talking
that you
about?
used were
What do we
not the
mean?
word.
I love
I'm
women.
telling you the word. I'm not gonna argue with you, but
There's nothing to argue,
you
man.
don't sound very smart. And I'm
There's
telling
nothing
you
to
to
argue.
check what you're saying before you say it because you come off as
Hey,
uneducated. And like
Burner,
they
I see
said,
what you're talking about, bro.
you see that you're performing. We
See
can
what
see
I'm?
that you're
Yeah.
Oh my
performing.
God! Why do we think I'm performing? Like, what is the obsession with that, man? Just because every nigga fucked you over in life, don't mean I'm one of them.
Damn.
We gotta,
Exactly,
I
my
don't
brother.
hear my
we gotta
people, but
look
I
at it,
hear
man.
words my people use.
We gotta because I'm fucking black. What are we talking about, man? Like, what are
Thank
we
you,
talking
Okay.
classy
about?
lady.
Like,
Hold up, y'all. You already exposed yourself. Brandon, why you back up here, sweetheart?
Because I just feel like I'm looking for a lady, you know what I mean? And I'm just trying to figure out if
You
y'all
looking for
want to
what?
Jesus.
looking for a lady, man. You know what I mean?
Burner, this is not the way.
No, you gotta
That
go.
was
This is
not the
not a
way.
dating app.
No, you gotta go, nigga.
you
Go
lame
back
as
to
shit for coming up
A-Town.
here trying to find women too. I ain't gonna say that.
That was not the way to do that, bro.
And these are the men that come up here. So anytime a man comes up here, I want y'all to understand maybe the reason why you're experiencing what you're experiencing is because there are certain things that ring true for every man that wants to dispel this point on the screen. No man with two brain cells to rub together would be like, yeah, it's a perfect reason for why men do that. Like, obviously, because it's the mom's fault. Obviously, because y'all don't take accountability. Obviously, because most
Hey,
logical,
Shells.
sensical people don't think like that and don't operate like that. So the type of men that come up here do get a certain type of energy because there's something similar amongst all of them.
That's generalization. Yes.
Take your
It's
time and
pattern
say it right.
recognition.
I get it, but just because a few
Thank you, Tasha.
dumb men come
Hold
up
up,
here,
hold
that
up,
doesn't
hold
mean.
up. Yeah, you the dumb man. Not global. What you want to say?
Oh no, I was just listening for right now.
No, 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 no. You want to chime in whenever the men speak. What you want to say?
What you want to talk about? I'm just here
No, no,
listening.
no.
If
I
I
want
agree
you to
on
say what
something,
you
I'm just
want to
gonna
say.
say yeah. You said what?
Now, what you want? No, you can't just sit here and circle jerk on the panel. Tell us your thoughts.
I'm circled. Explain how I'm circle jerking.
I don't need to explain how you doing it. We already saw
So
you
shut the
do
fuck
it.
up
No,
then.
no.
Like, what are you talking about?
No, hold on. How about this? I'm gonna send you down because you want to argue too. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. If y'all want to argue, you gotta at least have a point, bitch. We're not just gonna be arguing for the sake of who you are, dummy. You want to circle jerk every time the men come up here. You unmute and got all these sweet nothings to say to them, but you got nothing to say about the prompt. Stay your dumb ass down in the comments and be a troll, bitch. With that being said, y'all, this was a little fun run. It was a good time, y'all. Good times. I appreciate everybody coming and supporting. Everybody who's tapped the screen and supported live. Go Tyrone, not today. Go get your script together, maybe tomorrow. But you gay for today. You was gay today, Tyrone. It didn't work. I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.